You gonna hold that right there real fast? We'll get your fucking hand out of the view. I got it. You good? You got it?
Yep.
Matt's fingers.
You're on it, dog. Alright, I'll make that.
How's it going, everybody? Just gonna get just a little bit better angle. I think something like that looks good. I'd rather be more. Trying to get you guys the best view I can. Sorry about that. Matt, I might need you to read fucking questions, bud.
Me?
Yeah, just because it looks like there's going to be a lot rolling through.
Oh, wow. Here, let me pull it up on Facebook.
Yeah, I think it'd be hard for him to sit there even if he was holding his phone, like reading it.
Don't really have a good angle.
Yeah, it's under Ink Magazine. That is a very big back, guys. The meetings, we love King Kong.
Ah, you kids, your technology. It's like a gift from the gods.
I don't discuss pricing, man. Sorry about that. There's no real way to gauge a price for a piece this big. Yeah, I use Cheyenne Thunder. Tim, I might need to hire you to hang out. I need somebody with a little enthusiasm. New Matt's sitting over here like a stick in the mud. No, Jesus Christ, we don't need you, Brad. I'm using the Cheyenne Thunder, guys. Yeah, we've been at it. We're on our second day right now. If you love me, don't let it go.
What you need, dog?
I need somebody with some enthusiasm to read questions and answer
I
things.
got it, baby.
We're calling today. The next one.
Cool.
This is Fred.
Sorry,
He's all finished.
Oh yeah, looking good.
And,
Sorry guys, I'm just checking out another piece real quick. Killer.
One cares.
We're gonna do Swallow next.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks good. Can you pull it up on your phone though? Because I don't mind like looking at it.
You say, dude, chick? That is awesome.
What's up with all that fucking glitter going across your shit?
There's people that like it.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Keep in mind we're live on somebody else's podcast.
Ah, sorry. I'm leaving.
My studio's up in upstate New York. And don't say Harambe. Don't do it. Take it back or we're kicking you off. I use all Fusion inks. Tim, you might as well pull up a chair and grab a beer and hang out.
Yeah. Just like last time.
Yeah.
Give me a straw so I can drink one of it.
I'm in Cortland, New York,
Hold on.
just south of Syracuse.
I gotta get there. I can't even find the
Yeah, guys, we've been at it. Like I said, we put in a few hours yesterday, and then we've been at it since this morning. We started about 10 a.m. this morning.
Alright, hold on. I'm getting
Time is now.
4-ish?
Oh, yeah, about 4.
Probably about 13 hours then so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind.
King Kong is always alive. We got 1.7 thousand people watching.
Is that it? 1.7,000?
Yeah. You probably get more than that fucking playing Xbox fucking just killing the game, dog.
I see like one of the players on the streams that would have like 2,000 viewers, and people would comment about how much of an asshole I was,
What?
and it made me feel really good. About
No,
myself.
I don't recommend taking pain pills at all.
Right, and if you are going to, you have to crunch them up and snort them.
Brad, this is somebody else's page.
Ibuprofen, baby.
There's no way to give you guys a price for this. I'm sorry. Like it's too big a piece to even, be able to guess that. We'll know when we're done.
I gotta download the app.
You can't do it? Oh, you don't have a Facebook app?
No. I don't have a Facebook app.
I'm a
What
loser.
volts you running at, dog?
I run it always about 8.5 volts.
Oh, it's Josh Payne. Zen Gallery in New York.
Were you still gonna make that fucking little paper real fast? Hey, new Matt. Can you just do a quick printout that says what I use and my name and the shop name? Make it the biggest, boldest font you could read. No, it's not Harambe. Take it back.
Giant King Kong piece. This is terrorizing stuff.
What is it? Right by my lip, too.
I got it. Oh, man.
My name is Josh Payne.
You look so cool in this picture.
Thanks, man.
Any advice for newbies? Josh?
1 second.
Yeah, new man, get in here.
Right on his butt crack.
Are you writing tramp stamp on me right now?
No, I'm writing at Josh Payne Tattoo so people can see, but I don't think you're gonna be able to see it because it's too small.
Oh, you can see that shit.
Yeah, but it's gonna trail off. Tim, turn the feedback down. Tim, turn the volume down. Getting feedback from your phone. Hey, guy, getting tattooed. How are you feeling?
Good.
Are you fatigued yet, Josh? No, I'm feeling pretty good too.
Who said that? Because I'm not even.
I don't know what they were hearing. Hi, Rita.
Maybe you can put that in as my tramp stamp at Josh Payne Tattoo. It's like a signature.
All right, now.
You ever had anybody ask you to like sign a tattoo that you've done?
Yeah, I've never done it. We're about, I think we figured, what, 14 hours in, 15 hours in?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Advice for new people getting tattooed: decide what you want and then do the research to find the right artist for the piece. You know, there's a bunch of amazing artists and things like that. Not all of them can do everything. So take your time to find the person that does what you're looking to get done. There's no way they're getting feedback from that. I can't even hear that. And if they were hearing it from that, then that thing's got a hell of a microphone on it. And I must sound like I got a megaphone. How's the pain level?
Yeah, Bradley wants to
Good
know
right
how
now.
you're doing.
All good, Bradley.
I promise that's not me, Bradley. It's a different one.
I have 110 hours in my back piece now and have about another 100 more to go.
What?
That is crazy to me.
Was he getting done? Biomech?
I don't know.
100 hours?
And 100 more to go.
How long have you been tattooing, Josh?
I've been tattooing about 15 years now.
That's like a Q&A now.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a lot of it.
Interview. I like it.
Yeah, I use the Cheyenne Thunder. Thank you guys. Why do I keep getting tangled up?
How long is your agenda, bro? Peter wants to know.
What's my agenda?
I don't know.
Is that like how long I plan on going for?
Maybe with this.
You're gonna rule the world one day.
It's gonna take over.
We're gonna work till probably like 7 or 8 tonight, I'd imagine, at least. And then technically we got them scheduled still for tomorrow as well. And we put about 7 hours on it yesterday.
Yes, Vera, it's King Kong. Fighting some planes.
Really getting killed by some planes.
Dude, you can't kill King Kong with planes.
The king is here, baby.
Two. King Kong.
It wasn't planes that killed him, it was beauty, man.
He's running at 8.5 volts right now. The Cheyenne House.
Yeah, beauty killed the beast, man.
Hey, what's your opinion on cover-ups, dog?
I don't really, I mean, cover-ups are a great thing. Like, a lot of people get them. I've done a lot of them, and I've gotten plenty myself. Sometimes they're a pain in the ass, but... Do I have to redo the stencil every time? No, this is still technically on there from yesterday. It stayed really well, even through a shower and stuff. I had to stencil parts of the nose again to get it re-going. But other than that, I mean, it's actually held pretty well for me. Do I recommend laser before cover-ups? It depends on what it is. I mean, if it's something that can be covered and you don't need to worry about the laser, then no. But if the client's willing to get laser, it definitely makes the process a lot easier for us as the artist.
How did you get into tattooing?
I got into tattooing. I started when I was 16 years old because I wanted to be a special effects artist for like Hollywood movies and things like that. And I needed to find a way to pay to go to school. So I ended up ordering equipment offline and teaching myself how to tattoo, which is absolutely the wrong way. I spent years trying to unlearn bad habits and things like that, and it was a detrimental thing in a lot of ways, starting that way. But at the end of the day, I persevered and got to where I'm at now. So
the design is King Kong, and he uses stencil stuff to lay down his stencils. We are located in Cortland with a C, New York.
With an N.
The Sen Gallery.
For your first tattoo, I recommend getting the tattoo you want. Big, small, either. It makes no difference what it is. It's just get the tattoo you want to get. If you don't know what you want, then maybe you shouldn't get tattooed yet. But I mean, at the end of the day, I've got guys that for their first tattoo came and did a full back piece as big as this, and I've had people for their first piece get something tiny. There's no right or wrong way to that.
Rita wants you to come see her.
Oh, thanks, Rita. At what age do you think it's okay for your body to get tattooed? I think you should wait till you're 18, and in all honesty, I think at 18, we still as people aren't necessarily mature enough to make the smartest decisions. I had a bunch of stuff when I was that age that I thought were the coolest things ever, and then as you get older, you're like, man, that's not quite that cool anymore. To where it's like, people bitch and complain. I'm super glad I didn't get the crap that I thought would have been good when I was 16, you know what I mean? Like, you're still a child at that point.
It's not Godzilla, guys. It's King Kong. It's
Gojira.
This tomato.
Tomato. I guess you're right.
Gosh, you suck, dude. People think it's Godzilla. Oh my god.
Oh, very nice, Rita.
Amazing. You're paying him a lot of money and he's not even making it look like King Kong, apparently.
I can't see it, dude. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know why anybody would think it's Godzilla.
I think they were being sarcastic.
I hope so.
You might have been. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
He probably checked out the Facebook video that you did. And...
The tattoos hurt.
No.
Yep.
Not anybody.
Yes, they do, Bradley.
There's some right here by me.
No.
What is wrong with you?
You're terrible at it. What size mag are you using?
Right now I have a 13 mag out.
Dude, how do people even know to ask these questions?
Other tattooers and stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what the hell a mag is.
It's condom size that you'll never use.
Right. Because I don't use those. Those are for quitters.
No, it's not true that cover-ups hurt more.
Why would it?
And Rita, I pretty much have a full body suit myself. Move that just a tiny bit higher and you'll be able to, that'll be perfect.
No idea.
Oh, okay, cool.
New Matt, you did a great job right now with that sheet.
Do you dilute your
Those
interest to
stars
get
on
them
theirs.
to be different shades?
No, I don't dilute my inks at all. I do it all through through color mixing.
I'm glad you knew what that sounds.
Yeah. Sweet.
Right now he's using a 13 mag. Josh, do you have any ink that you've tattooed on yourself?
Yeah, I tattooed myself a lot when I was younger. All kinds of different things. I'm kind of glad that I quit doing that because I wasted a lot of good real estate on myself, and now I get friends that are awesome artists around the country and the world, and I've got no room to get tattooed by them anymore. I've used a 23 on the back as well for some things, but for the most part I like the 13. I just feel like it saturates a little bit easier, a little bit faster.
Oh, Rita.
Yo, yeah. It won't be real easy to show my face at the moment. I apologize.
Do you have a favorite style for yourself and that you like tattooing?
I prefer doing more illustrative stuff for the most part. Things that are, a little bit fun, a little bit goofy. Even this, I mean, I know it looks fairly realistic, but to me I would call this kind of illustrative.
Curved or straight mags?
I like curved mags, always. I can't figure out straight mags. I hate those things.
What time do you guys plan on stopping tonight?
Whenever we decide we're done.
That's nuts.
Do you ever go to Cali?
No, I don't make it to the West Coast very often, guys. Sorry. I'm an East Coast guy through and through. Aside from Northern California, there's not a whole lot out there I care too much about.
In-N-Out Burger, bro.
Cool. I don't really do fast food too much, Brad.
Doesn't look like it.
I get that. Why are you still here?
Not making me laugh, dude.
Listen, I wanted to buy some redemption tattoo aftercare from your boy Tim, but he's helping you. So how does that make you feel?
No, big one or small one?
Doesn't matter to me.
Bye, Brad.
Later, John. I'll be back.
You don't have to threaten me like that. Yeah, right. Nah, guys, I don't like travel a whole lot. I got a good thing sitting here. I love my studio, things like that. I mean, I do a little bit of travel, but it's rare. For the most part, like if you ever want to get work done by me, your best move's to try to make it up this way. All my information for the machine and the inks I'm using, guys, are right up there on that paper in the top corner. No, I never worked at Baradol Tattoo. There's a shop down in Endicott. I do know the shop, but I never worked there.
Didn't you start at a shop in Groton?
No.
What is your opinion on Mom's inks?
Millennium ink I haven't used in years. In my opinion, personally, Fusion and Eternal are like the standard leaders. I love both of them. I personally use Fusion, but I would say that Eternal is also a very nice quality ink.
Do you use the Hawk to line as well?
Yes. Some of these you can answer, Tim.
I know. For aftercare, he uses Redemption. What is the craziest tattoo you've ever done?
I don't really ever get to do like super cool, crazy things, to be honest, guys. Like most of my stuff's pretty reserved. I'm in the middle of this crazy science thing with the Higgs-Boson particle collider and all these like multiverses and growing expanses and things of that nature, which is pretty fucking wild.
Oh no, you started by doing cartoons and bar and shields all day long.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought that was in Groton.
No.
Yeah, because that'd make it worse.
I keep it completely wrapped and then I like super sanitize it and clean it and stuff like that.
Kenny, a back piece could. It's really hard to say a price on a piece this big, you know.
Just go with we don't price anything this
Yeah.
size. The dude just loves King Kong. What more story do you need than that? It's a story of love and beauty. A little man coming to a big city. Trying to make it in this world. And he was shot down by the man. Just trying to get a view. Making love to a woman.
Black or gray or color, or what do you prefer, dog?
I prefer color. I do primarily color work.
about your needle size and configuration?
Right now I have a 13 curved. Yeah, we've both been talking about Skull Island quite a bit. We're both pumped for the movie to come out for sure. This is our little commemoration to the release of it. Our big commemoration.
You have any best advice for somebody starting out?
Bust your ass and just never stop. Just keep learning everything from everybody you can. And just keep giving it hell every day. Like, it's just hard work, you know, and you gotta put the work in.
Circle templates.
Circle templates.
Use the right tool for the job. Nah, it's not bug pen.
Did you design the tattoo?
Yeah, it's kind of like loosely based off of an illustration that I stumbled around, and then I kind of tweaked and changed a bunch of things to get more the look that we both wanted out of it. Why does my client look uncomfortable? I actually think he looks incredibly comfortable.
I'm very comfortable.
Nancy, any questions? Just please email me. You can go over to my Instagram page at Josh Payne Tattoo. You know, the one thing that New Matt didn't put on the paper.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Have you tried the Hawk pen?
I did. I didn't personally like it. I just didn't like the way it felt in my hand, really. It was a little bit too, like, awkward and a little top-heavy. I don't know. I know a lot of people are raving about it. It just, for me, wasn't my bag.
Yolanda, a bunch of kissy faces.
Yolanda Vega.
Still on that snap, boy?
What's that?
Still on that snout?
Yep. We're gonna be on the snout for a while. The snout's half your back. I don't know if you remember that, but his nose is like here to here.
I can't see it.
It's big.
Yeah, Aaron, we want to see it fully done too. No, they're not gonna finish today.
We might be back on it again tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na.
Are you using like Band-Aid wash?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's not Band-Aid, that's that wish stuff.
Was that Wish Hazel? Did it burn a little?
I can tell.
I do most of my washing with Witch Hazel, and I use Redemption Aftercare, both of which really help keep the irritation and the redness at bay. Hello again, Rita.
Yeah, Bradley, he drew it up on, he's been using his iPad Pro a lot. With, what's that program?
Procreate.
That's
No, I do not have my eyes tattooed.
Do you? You?
I think that whole process is fucking stupid, pardon my language, but there's so many risks and there's so much going wrong with that crap. And I'm sorry, like, what the hell, like, how far do you need to go and how weird do you think you need to look? Like, and if I'm disrespecting anybody out there, that's fine. That ink is now starting to penetrate through the membranes into the people's cornea, and all of a sudden it's causing blindness and everything, and there's nothing worth me losing my eyesight over.
It's not on there, dude.
His Instagram.
Jesus, what are you doing?
What do you think about the Inkjecta?
The Inkject is a very nice machine. I actually really liked it, and I would love to play around with it more. I just haven't had an opportunity to. What is sticking into Kong's face on the right side? There's airplanes that are swooping into the scene. There's going to be 3 big planes like flying around him when we get into that. No, I don't think we're going to be finishing it today. Instagram, Josh Payne Tattoo. Payne. Yeah, same thing, man. If you head over to my Instagram, you can see a picture I posted yesterday that shows the stencil and the layout. Give you a better sense of the overall view of what's happening with the piece.
Is your witch hazel diluted?
No, I just use it straight out. Rita, no, I don't live in New York City. I'm nowhere near New York City. And I don't really know who you are.
Yeah, Jonathan, he's using the Cheyenne power supply. It's like, can I come to the shop now? Question mark.
Jeepers. There is no number for the maximum passes on shading. It's just knowing where you're at, knowing what you do, and like how much, you know, how many times you passed it and how aggressive you are and all that stuff.
You alright? Okay.
Yeah, you want to grab me one of those split bars out of the, off that thing? Gotta open it, that'd be cool too. Kinda looks like a turd.
How many hours has it been?
We're on about 15, maybe? What's this? Now it's 4?
It was like, what, 8?
Is it 4 o'clock now?
Yeah.
So we got 6 hours today and about 8 yesterday, so about 14 hours.
Saying your paper's blurry.
Really?
Yeah. You can't really see your name.
Make them big. You still got a lot of them.
Well,
Yeah, but
fucking
then it starts like going into like different
Yeah, you want to hand that to me?
space and shit.
Yeah.
Here's a quick look at this paper. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Long live around, eh?
Guys, Harambe's dead. He's fucking dead. They shot him. I don't know if you know that. It's over. Let it fucking die. Just let it die. Any single person who thinks that Harambe shouldn't have died, if it was your kid, you would have said shoot the gorilla. Every single person. At the end of the day, blame the zoo for fucking having him held captive.
You want to get the other paper, and or just print his Instagram on another one that's big like that. Yeah. You got it, dog. I believe in you.
I hate people who live in a world where they just want to beat something to death. There's cool shit that happens every day, guys. Keep living. Forget about the dumb shit.
Josh's penis in my face, that's pretty cool. Just living in the moment.
Well, the fact that you got that stupid ass girl's making fucking thousands and millions of dollars right now because she's just an idiot.
Who?
And then, oh, the retard Catch Me Outside girl. Because the whole world is so stupid that they just fucking fuel these kind of idiots, and now she's worth a bunch of money because people think it's cute and funny. She's not. She's just a shitty human being.
I'm glad I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm very, very happy that you don't know.
You don't know this Catch Me Outside girl?
Thank God.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah?
Sweet.
Rita?
Yeah, sits in there well.
How many punks do you have running around for you? Help us! Help! Held here against my will.
I'm held here against my will.
Oh, and somebody asked, can too many passes cause for more scabbing compared to one pass lining?
Absolutely can. If you overwork skin, you're going to overwork the skin. You're causing trauma. Trauma's going to result in scabbing. I saw.
What other questions do you guys have?
Rita wants to know if Josh wants to go skydiving with her.
Dude.
That sounds like fun.
You just read it, girl.
Rita, you're starting to scare me. I'm getting a little too forward here.
Dude. Nailed it, dog.
I go every few minutes you just see Dan changing different.
There's so many different ways to take care of a tattoo, guys, that there's no like right or wrong. If you go to an artist and you like the work they have and you've seen their work healed up, I would take their recommendation. You know, they work a certain way and they feel they want you to heal it a certain way, and there's a reason why they ask you to do it that certain manner.
What size liner or needle you recommend for an outline on a tattoo that size?
You can't really even give that answer, guys. It all depends on how big a line you need for what you're doing. You know, on a piece this big, I've used as big as, you know, a 13-round shader, and I've used type 3s. You know, so it doesn't matter what the size of the tattoo is. All that matters is how big do you need a line, or how small do you need the line.
From Long Island, we're probably like what?
4 to 5 hours,
Yeah.
depending on traffic and stuff.
Rita's on her way.
How do you like the Hawk, dog?
I love the Thunder. I mean, I've used, you know, most machines out there, and this is the one I always keep coming back to.
What's the number one worst thing you've tattooed on a person?
Oh, Dallas Cowboys logo, hands down.
Who?
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
Worst thing ever. Who would ever do that?
It was such a quick answer.
Yeah.
So quick.
You knew that one.
Yeah.
What is the longest time you worked on a tattoo?
I've hit the 12-hour point on clients a couple of different times.
Right now we only do tattoos. We used to pierce, but not anymore.
Do I get Cowboys fans hating me yet?
You had one of them.
Those comments coming fast and furious.
Oh, fast. Rita's got 13 a minute. She's killing it.
Have you ever had a customer have a reaction to witch hazel or had an infection from your work?
I've never had a reaction that I would say or have noticed would have been from witch hazel, no. And as far as like infection stuff, yeah, I've seen infections happen in the past. I mean, it does happen. You know, it's a big open wound, and if your client goes out and he mistreats it or takes care of it poorly, something can happen. If I did my job wrong and I potentially overworked him, you know, it leads to a larger chance that something can happen, and it does happen. It's life, you know. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. There's no tattooer out there that's going to heal everything or tattoo everything perfectly. You know, there's variables, and, you know, you just got to work with them. So you as a client, your job's just to keep it clean. Don't fuck with it, you know. I see people that just gob stuff on to where there's layers of crap gooing off of it and all that. It's like, just let it do its thing. You know, your body's a machine that heals itself. Let it heal.
Oh, hope his back heals in time for Skull Island.
It was definitely a little sore while we watched Logan last night.
And if anybody's wondering, Magneto kills it. So good. That's why he's my favorite DC character. Are you using gray wash?
No, I'm not using gray wash. It's all like color pigment. And I've got probably like 30 different colors poured out that I'm like mixing and matching in between to get the tones I like. Aquaphor is not bad to use, but Aquaphor technically is a petroleum-based product that could in turn clog the pores, cause, you know, acne, ingrown hairs, things like that, and could actually like give you problems with healing. That's if you use it poorly or use too much. If you use it proper, like a really, really, really thin layer, you're generally going to be pretty fine. But most people, for whatever reason, no matter how many times you tell a client, do not gob it on there, will put an inch of crap on it.
Where's the worst place you've ever got tattoo pain, like pain-wise? Gotten tattoo?
My knees and the back of my knees were pretty bad. Where my throat, where my tattoo goes like up onto my chin a little bit and stuff, and like up like almost towards the sideburn area, that was really, really shitty. For the most part, though, most of them are pretty okay. It's just till you start getting into really weird spots. How's the picture look in the phone? Good?
Yeah.
Just on the, like, when you're on a tablet, it always looks a little blurry.
Yeah, no. The writing. Or not. It's fine.
Yeah.
I just felt
I could almost even move this back a little, maybe, so that's like that's above the writing. Just adjusted some stuff, you guys, real quick. You might have turned that radio down a little. Oh, now Rita's gonna marry me. That's good. I don't even know what you look like, Rita. And
she's a Brazilian model.
my only knowledge of any woman in the world named Rita was Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers, and she was a scary bitch. That's all I'm saying. Not a good track record for my knowledge of Ritas.
more.
Probably, yeah. I feel like a comedian where there's always that one heckler that's just going to keep throwing things out there. But if she's truly a Brazilian model, maybe I'm really just screwing myself right now, and I should hang out with Rita.
I think I followed her now.
1.5.
Oh, dude, you were over 2 for a little bit.
We broke 2 at once?
Yeah.
Oh, they fucking heard Brad in the background and everybody went running.
Is the Hawk lightweight?
Yeah, it's super light. It's very nice to work with. Brad, you got to go to her page. We got to see what she looks like. She told us to look.
Rita. RITA.
No, I don't use any numbing stuff really at all. The only thing I will use is I got a product called Band-Aid wash. It's just an antiseptic wash that you can get it from any like drugstore records, anything like that. And it has just a real small amount of lidocaine. It doesn't really work, like it doesn't do a whole lot, but it's nice. It kind of takes the edge off. Where like a lot of those numbing ointments and creams and all those things that are out there, the lidocaine count is so high that it actually almost elastizes the skin, and it makes it a lot harder to tattoo, and it generally results in bad heals. So if I got a client that shows up and they've put numbing stuff on before, I pretty much won't tattoo them.
Rita. Apparently, there's a lot of Ritas with your last name. So.
I got excited Bruce Willis was watching for a minute, but it was just Bruce Wilson.
How long have you been tattooing?
I've been tattooed about 15 years.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm just picturing a volleyball now taking out fucking Sakatumi Plaza or whatever it is.
Like, there's a lot of them there.
At Joy Joiner, I can't tell you what you should get for your father. That's something that you should figure out. You know, what means, what do you, like, what reminds you of your dad? What type of thing, you know, are you guys into? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's your tattoo that you're going to wear for your father. Like, that's your decision to make.
Hey, Wayne from the UK.
What's up, Wayne? Kicking Wayne.
What up, now?
Huh.
Rita says you're into her. Josh is into me.
I was gonna get real wrong with that one. I decided to stop. All my pricing and anything regarding appointments at all, just feel free to email. I don't like to discuss that stuff. Oh, trust me, lady, we got plenty of a sense of humor over here.
Have you ever used a Hummingbird Gen 2 rotary tattoo machine? And if so, did you line, shade, pack? If not, what would you suggest as a low-end rotary?
So, I have no idea what that machine is, so I've never used it. 2, at the end of the day, I don't know why you would ever use the phrase low end. If you're tattooing and you're going to take this industry serious and you're going to put permanent art on a client's body and they're going to trust you to do the best art they can, why for a second would you even look for low end? You know, you should look for the best product out there.
Destiny, inspiring tattoo artist. Can you give me a comparison of your needle depth between liner and shader needles?
When I line, I have my needle hanging out a little bit farther because I like to float it, and I kind of, you know, I work off the tip of the needle. Where when I shade, I tend to kind of just drop it down in, and I kind of like just rock and roll with it. Read it back.
I haven't. I don't think so. Are there any type of tattoos that you won't do at all, like rebel flags?
I don't do anything at all that involves hate. I don't do anything at all that involves like curse words, things of that nature. I could care less if you want go fuck yourself tattooed on you, but I'm not going to have my name attached to that stuff. So when other people see it, it's just not anything I care to be a part of.
Yeah, Rita's back.
How about that meat stick?
Day 2 meat stick, baby.
Day 2 meat stick.
Season.
We are too, Rita. We are too. Having a good time, that is.
I'm kind of thirsty.
Because you're eating a meat stick.
That's good processed meat.
Need something to help that slide down.
I'll be right back in 1 sec, guys. Just having a quick sip of Red Bull.
Yeah, I've probably looked at 150 Ritas. I cannot find it.
Hi, Brian.
You're probably going lightheaded over there. All that blood's making moves.
They're approaching the 15-hour mark between yesterday and today.
That's looking fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love when he sees his own tattoo.
Yeah, I'm eating a couple chips real quick, guys, and then we'll be right back at it. Got to refuel.
Again with the Hummingbird Gen rotary tattoo machine. I don't think he's ever used them.
Same person?
I think so.
Thanks, Albert Miller. All right, lay it on down, boss.
Well,
Back to work, boss.
Like I have your Instagram handle there.
Yep, that way people know who I am.
how far back is that shit?
Was what shit?
Did you wipe my back just now?
Huh?
Never mind.
Are you tripping?
Yeah.
Benjamin, what up, dog?
We know Benjamin?
What? There's a Benjamin that said hi.
Oh.
He's using Fusion ink.
Hey, you want to pour me out Lotus? And like a dark skin tone if you can reach?
Just a Lotus.
Kira wants to know where's the best place to get your first tattoo.
Sun galleries in
Sun
Portland.
galleries.
Senga.
I like where you guys went with that. I'm not positive that was his intention, but I like the response.
That's where I got my first tattoo.
Yeah, just some kind of, yeah, they'll still be perfect.
Rita.
Let's keep it G-rated, guys. My mom might be watching. Oh, jeepers. She's getting saucy.
Is that Rita still?
Oh, yeah. Someone goes, Rita wants you to bend her over while you're tattooing her back. And she goes, why not? Rita, we don't believe you're a real person. My buddy Brad's looked at 400 Ritas, and he hasn't found you yet.
Jesse, we're located in Cortland, New York. Hopefully you can see this piece of paper.
Thank you, guys.
It might be blurry.
All right, but in reality, man, there's a bunch of people out here that are actually trying to ask some questions and watch some good artwork. We don't need this conversation to keep going too much.
Do you draw up a tattoo for someone in another state?
No, I don't even have enough time to stay on top of all the work I have to do for myself, let alone to do work for other people. There's no disrespect at all. I'm honored that you would want me to do that. I just physically don't have the time. Just dropping her email address now.
Her name will be forever burned into my skull.
He only has time for me. That was what Rita said.
Jaja Taco.
Jaja Tacos, Rita, I like your style. Jaja Tacos. Cheer,
Stop.
cheer, cheer. Sorry.
We're on somebody else's page here, guys.
My bad.
Plus, you're making me laugh.
Yeah, but you laughing makes your back bounce up and down, and you're doing half the shading for me. I just put my machine in place, and you just jiggle enough that it colors it all in.
Oh, it's just me. Oh, never mind. Wrong page.
I didn't mean to call you fat. I'm sorry for what I said there.
Not just my border, dude. That's making me go up and down.
Robert Miller wants to know if you could give him some tips on shading and colors.
Man, a lot of that just comes down to practice. Like it's hard to like give you actual okay, this is how you do it, because there's no real answer to that. You know, you're gonna move your hand differently than I'm gonna move my hand. You're gonna want a different effect than I'm gonna want. You know, so it's really just taking your time and learning how to just make it super solid and clean and blending. You know, if you step all the way back to traditional work and you start over with your work and you really learn how to blend 2 colors perfectly, well, guess what? You can blend 60 colors perfectly. You know, it's really the same thing. It's just in a bigger field and more variables. Or not variables, variances.
He is not at Motor City. He's at his shop, the Sen Gallery.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that too much on here yet, because until I get all the info. But you're right.
What is the first thing you tattooed on someone? Do you even remember?
Yeah, I tattooed a sweet tribal on myself. And then my second one was a sweet tribal on my little brother. Thanks, Brad.
I love Rita.
She's now talking in third person, or first person.
All I can imagine is you trying to convince your little brother to get a tribal tattoo.
Oh, there was no convincing. He asked me for it. It was back when Tribal was cool, dog. Triple X came out. He was sweet. You had Blade. I watched From Dusk Till Dawn a couple times. You know, bad guys have Tribal. That's how you know they're bad. Dude. Fucking Berkshire represent, bro. The hardest of all tribes. I wasn't soft like you Dryden boys.
Hi, Christy. He's in Louisiana.
Is that where Joe Dirt's from, Louisiana?
Dierte, bro.
I'm from Louisiana.
Don't try to church it up, Dirk.
Cover-ups? Question mark?
I'm not sure what you would like to know about cover-ups.
Hello, Texas.
Nah, not saying it. Can't do it. Dallas Cowboys, remember?
STLMO here representing.
That's St. Louis.
God, oh, I don't know.
Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, come on, bud.
I don't know who he was. They're probably approaching the 15-hour mark between yesterday and today.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, you're better man.
Ooh.
I can do cover-ups, but I kind of tend not to. And it's no disrespect to anybody or any idea that they have, but I'm lucky enough to have a very large demand, and I get to choose like kind of what I get to do daily because I can only do so much. And I tend to kind of sway away from cover-ups these days, just because if I've got one person wants a cover-up and the next guy's got fresh skin, I'm probably going to go with the guy with fresh skin. Unless, you know, I mean, there's sometimes it's a pretty easy cover-up and it's not a big deal. So, I mean, I definitely would say send me ideas if you were really interested in having me do a cover-up, and send me the pictures of what you have, and then I could let you know.
You're not going to Philly next February, are you?
No, I don't do the Philly convention, I'm sorry. It just got a little bit too big for me.
You know any tattoo artists in the Cincy area? Or Cincinnati?
Cincinnati? Who's in Cincinnati? I don't really know Cincinnati very well. I know that in Akron, my good buddy Nate Evans just opened up a studio. And in Cleveland, our really good friend Jake Ross just opened up Everlast, right? Everlast Tattoo Company?
Yeah.
And then my buddy Al Garcia, also in Cleveland, has a really nice studio there. What the heck was Al's shop name, you know?
I thought he was with Jake.
No, they split. Jake opened up his own studio recently.
Oh.
Yep. But either way, a guy named Al Garcia also there. So I mean, I think that Cleveland's only like 2 hours from Cincinnati, if I remember right. 2, 3 tops.
What's the most difficult style of tattooing for you?
I don't really know the answer to that. I do a little bit of everything. I don't know what I would actually like claim to be difficult or the most difficult. Probably like portraits, just because there's such a potential to fuck them up.
Yeah, you're kind of
Alright, I never found Rita, and now the names I ain't showing up.
No, you're actually good.
How's it feeling? Fine?
Yeah.
Just getting antsy.
Yeah.
Get this man some ZQL. Let's drop him out.
Laying on your chest has got to not be so fun for a while.
It's a lot better than leaning on that thing.
I don't really discuss pricing or hours or anything like that, guys. If you have serious inquiries about my pricing and the way I work, just please send me an email. Oh boy, Rita added me on Facebook apparently.
Did you find the right Josh Payne?
So the same, dude. I couldn't even do it.
Yeah, actually, you couldn't add me.
Yeah, you get too many like requests pending or something. You're just too cool.
I actually just have this like feature where it just says "Don't add Brad."
I figured.
It's an app that I started just called Don'tAddBrad.com.
It's really taking off.
Yeah, it's big. And the more you keep talking, the more I make. So just keep chiming right in, Brad.
Good. I like when you make money. Yeah, she definitely added someone else. Because if you try to add you, it says unable to send friend request.
She said she was from Brazil, not Thailand, so I feel fairly safe.
Hello, Michael from Spain.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
are you so excited? Alright, I'm gonna go get beer and pizza. See you guys later.
Bye,
That
Brad.
was such a fun day. I'll see you all after Florida.
A&D ointment or petroleum jelly when preparing the skin. Nothing.
Huh?
He uses
Oh, I didn't even hear you talk.
he uses redemption aftercare.
Yeah, I literally wasn't listening to a word you were saying there.
He uses it when he's tattooing, what he puts on, and he recommends that his clients use it for afterward. It's like nothing. No.
Yeah, I totally wasn't even paying any attention, man. How many of you guys out there are excited to see the new King Kong movie? Yeah! Yeah! This here's a magical leprechaun flute. It's been passed down from my granddaddy's granddaddy. You never saw that video? Leprechaun in Alabama?
No.
Oh, one of the funniest videos ever.
Hell yeah, King Kong! Josh does not have any piercings, Rita.
Ha, not that you've seen. That's not true.
Not that I've... He might. I don't know.
you haven't checked everywhere yet?
Dude, the lag is crazy. You got like, gotta be close to 15 seconds.
Really?
No, he's not in Detroit.
Yeah, I didn't make the Detroit show this year, guys. Man, I apologize. It's a super fun show, and I totally recommend you guys going out there and seeing it. The artist lineup is always incredible out there. And they do a really good job of putting on a real nice convention.
Do you have in mind which colors you're going to use for detail, or do you just pick them as you go on the fly?
I kind of go on the fly when I work. Yesterday I spent some time kind of in this eye area, kind of getting a color palette worked out that I thought read nicely. So now I can kind of get in there and go a little bit quicker because I kind of know what I want it to look like. And a lot of the guessing games kind of been done. Yeah, man, my Instagram's right up here. You can kind of see it's just at Josh Payne Tattoo.
Oh, what's up on his shoulders is an airplane.
Yeah, there's 3 big planes that are going to be like swooping into the scene. So it's basically if you were looking out of like the cockpit of one of the planes and you're flying into King Kong's face. There's no real way for us to guess how long it's going to take, guys. We're just going to sit here and just keep on working. I'm on Twitter. No, I am not. I don't understand Twitter. I don't know why anybody's on Twitter. It just doesn't make sense to me. I got Instagram because I didn't want to see people write shit on Facebook, so why would I want a site that's just people writing shit? I like pictures, not words. I'm not good with the words.
I wish the Dallas Cowboys were in one of the helicopters in the new King Kong trailer.
In other news, Cowboys presumed dead after flying over mysterious ape-ridden island.
He is using the Cheyenne Hawk Thunder.
Washington Redskins going to be the new quarterback, or a Super Bowl team. They'll never win a Super Bowl. Somehow I got talked into being a fan of the worst football team ever.
Oh, the Bills?
Well, the Bills are right there, too. That's like, I can respect somebody who's a Bills fan because they're fucking terrible as well. If you can still go out and call yourself a Browns fan, I got nothing but respect for you.
Yep. I got no choice, man. I live like five minutes from the stadium, so...
You do have a choice.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Do you prefer animal tattoos?
I'm a huge, like, kind of science and nature nerd, and I love, like, sci-fi movies and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, right now, obviously getting to do a King Kong is kind of like a combination of the best of everything, on top of, you know, King Kong being one of my favorite movies. Pretty much every incantation of it.
How do you keep the area so clean when you're using color?
I don't really have an answer for that. I got one artist here that when he works, he's got ink fucking from here to here somehow, and I'm trying to break him of it. And I don't really know what I do differently. I mean, my rag ends up filthy, my hands are filthy, but I tend to keep the area pretty clean. Why is Brad still talking? Isn't he getting a beer somewhere?
What do you mean? Is he out?
Isn't that him? Brad Michael Davenport, or is that not him?
No, that's not.
Oh, he's not the one who chimed in, so caterpillars? Because that sounds like a pretty Brad comment.
No, that's not Brad, no.
The Nemo tattoo is incredible. Thank you. Did I do a Nemo tattoo?
Remember the clownfish you did on the guy's hand?
Oh yeah, and I did another one recently on old Gordy's forearm too.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's what you're talking about.
Old Gordo.
Have you ever done a horror-themed tattoo?
I have gotten to do a little bit of horror-ish stuff, but I would definitely love to do more of it.
We are located in Cortland, New York. That is Cortland with a C. Rita wants a tattoo of you on her chest. Because some guy asked, like, how much you would charge for a portrait of her on his chest.
Okay.
Natalie Hughes, random but not as random as some. Josh, can you say happy birthday to Laura for tomorrow?
Happy birthday, Laura. Tomorrow.
Christy really wants to know what you think of the New Orleans Saints.
I honestly do not watch football. I'm gonna be straight up front with you guys.
I had to say
And that might be blasphemy, because apparently football is life to most people, but I really have no idea how you guys can sit around and just watch it for hours. Football, yeah! We're talking sports ball. Just drinking Bud Lights. Just watching the ball. But no, I don't know, man. Like, I work so much, and I do so much stuff outside of tattooing and things like that, that what little bit of free time I have, and it's very rare, I try to actually like just do different types of art and stuff like that, so I don't tend to even have time to do shit like watching sports if I wanted.
Yeah, you mind if I just pop up and stretch out for a minute?
Aaron, happy birthday as well. Yeah, give me just one second. I wish you could like pause this. Because kind of once you're down, we need you down. Are you gonna just kind of hop up, stretch for 2 seconds, pop back down?
Literally like 30 seconds.
All right, then I could show like the color palette and stuff too. All right, guys, he's gonna take literally a 2 second stretch to like crack his back and stuff. So I'll show you my color palette real quick, and then when he gets back down, we'll be right back to work. I'm tying myself up. So yeah, here's kind of my setup. Kind of becoming a mess. We've been here working for quite a while now, so got a pretty good array of different tones. Handful of different needles skewed around my machine. Turn around. Oh yeah, that's starting to come in place. Yes, bring this one back. Oh, I'm all tied up. Hold on, guys, you're gonna get a weird ass view for a second.
Probably a mean thanks.
And then here, I kind of show you my reference that I'm working on too, guys, while he finishes stretching. So that is my layout that I worked with to get this all kind of figured out and planned. All right, man. And he's coming back.
Destiny, he's using a Cheyenne power supply.
Why is it hard to do color on dark skin? All right, so the best example of like why color on darker pigmented skin doesn't work. So human skin essentially is, Chris, 7 layers?
Yeah.
I think there's 7 layers of skin. So your top 3 layers are the layers that, what? Move it a little? Oh. So the top 3 layers of your skin, that's the skin that peels off and it flakes when you're in bed. That's what flakes off with sunburns, all that stuff. The skin that you have underneath that is essentially the same skin you've had since you were a baby. It's grown with you, it's stretched with you, all that. So, tattoos work because you basically penetrate through those top 3 layers of skin, and then you get into that permanent dermis layer. If you puncture through that and you get into the fatty tissue, that's where you'll end up with what we call blowout. And that's why if you look at tattoos like your grandparents had or anything like that, and they're all like real fuzzy, they look super blurry. So with darker pigmented skin, when that ink goes through and you get the tattoo in the skin, when those top 3 layers heal over, it's like putting wax paper that's the color of the skin tone. So if you take, a brown tinted paper, then you lay it over the tattoo, it's going to dull it all right down. So that's pretty much the main reason and like how that works. And that's why like if you get like an Irish dude whose skin's basically see-through, they're the best person to tattoo ever because that skin that lays back over is so translucent that it's going to be totally fine. What's in my wash cup? Dirty water? It just looks like black sludge because I just mix in it all the time. Or rinse my tube out, I mean. All right, back to work, guys. Where are you heading to, Grit, Tim? What's going on, guys, out there at Standing Rock?
Is there any witch hazel in your wash?
No, there's no witch hazel in my wash. I do wipe with witch hazel sometimes, but I don't have it like in my wash at all or anything like that.
Advice for new tattoo artists.
It's giving advice to a young artist is really hard. The biggest thing I can tell you is just try to learn as much as you can. Learn about every style. Learn about every artist you can find. Just learn about art. It doesn't even have to be tattoos, but just learn art better. You know, get a better knowledge and understanding of color theory. You know, layout, design, perspective. You know, whatever style you want to tattoo, learn stuff in that, but learn stuff in every other style. And really just like push yourself to try to know as much as you can and learn how to apply that into the tattooing. And just know that you're always going to suck. You know, we all still suck. I'm still trying to learn every single day. I still want to get better every single day. You know, if you ever get arrogant and you're like, man, I'm fucking the shit and I know what I'm doing, well, just quit fucking tattooing. You know, you might as well stop. Because all that's going to happen is the industry is going to just run around you and you're going to be left behind. So it's like, just always pursue being better than you are now. You know, you always can get better. You always can learn.
What about white ink, dog?
As far as white for highlights and stuff, it's totally fine. You know, I don't do white ink tattoos by any means. I don't think that there's any reason. I don't think that they work. I think that all you're doing is kind of just doing like some superficial bullshit that 2-3 years from now you're barely even going to see it anymore. The yellow thing above Kong's head is an airplane that's actually swooping in up there. Just the way he's laying, it just kind of has it twisted where you can't really see it super well. At Darren, if you go to my Instagram, that's going to be your best way to see my work. I mean, it's just Josh Payne Tattoo. As far as how many hours are left in the session, I don't really have a number for you. It's kind of however he feels and how I feel and things like that. So far, he looks like he's doing all right. I think he's sleeping. I don't know. And I'm not doing bad. I was just given a Red Bull, so. I don't discuss prices on here, guys. I need to write that huge. Is your video frozen? My video's frozen.
Mine was getting a little,
Yellow battery.
No, everything's good. It's just laggy on this. All that stuff's coming through, just the video's not.
We are located in Cortland, New York. With a C. That's Cortland.
Matt, you want to do me a favor? You want to just get out of the video and then just get hot back in it? On this, not up there. Down on my thing that I'm watching. Probably just hit the back button or something.
Do you want to pour me some of that syrup mix, brother?
Nathan wants you to go to Australia.
Why is that thing being stupid now and all of a sudden not fucking loading video feed? Okay, there it goes.
Does talking distract you?
Nah. Did you like that answer?
Nah.
Yeah, doesn't bother me in the least bit.
Can you explain the design for him a little bit?
The design literally is just a gigantic King Kong face the size of his whole back with 3 of the old like 1930s biplanes that came in and basically bombed him and shot him down off the World Empire State Building, correct? Empire State Building.
Yeah.
No, my Instagram is literally Josh Payne Tattoo, Payne.
So far they're on day 2. They're like 15 hours into the piece so far. Rita, my name's Tim. That's all you're gonna know about me.
Oh, T-Dog.
Old T-Dog, baby.
Tim's my shop manager.
Question is, Rita, who are you?
She's fake. She's that Facebook page that says, so-and-so thinks you're sexy. And then you click on it and you're on fire. It's like, damn, I really thought someone thought I was sexy this time.
Want to meet up?
Is this just a job for you, or do you still love doing this?
Me, I absolutely love tattooing. It's I get paid to draw and bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, it's where do you go wrong with that? I've got amazing clients. My clientele's getting better. You know, I'm getting better people, getting cooler things. You know, I mean, it's just like every day and every year, like it's more fun than it's ever been for me.
We are located in Cortland, New York.
Nah, I don't really go to Kentucky. I don't really travel too much in general, guys. I like to kind of stay home. I've built a nice home base. I love my studio. I like the guys that I work with. I like my house, you know, and it's like I like to sit here and relax and enjoy, you know, what I've done. For years I traveled, and I don't know, it just got old for a while.
I'm Rita's man now.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much done answering anything that she's saying, so I would say at this point, just ignore her.
Let's leave it at that. Go team. Who is talking? Who is that? The who?
That was for you, baby.
Oh, dude, that smells like straight meat stick right there.
Oh, yeah, the best kind.
I'm smelling 2 meat sticks right now.
One's my...
Have you ever had a client that was unhappy with your work?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, I've had people, you know, and like, the number one thing that at least myself as an artist hates, and I know a lot of other guys are the same way, is when you guys as clients are like, oh, do whatever you want. Yeah, that sounds cool, and it sounds like, you know, we would enjoy hearing that, but at the end of the day, I'm not wearing it. You are, you know, and I've had a client before that I did the whole piece, and I even tried getting, like, pointers, like, okay, what color do you want? You know, what are you thinking here? And they're like, no, do what you would want to do. And then I finished the tattoo, and then the guy's just like, well, I don't really like purple, or whatever color it was. And I'm like, well, cool, bro, you could have told me that, you know, but you told me to do what I wanted, and that's what I did. So it's, you know, as much as you guys should allow us to create the art that we think is best, don't be afraid to have your own input, too. You're the one wearing it. When that tattoo leaves the shop, I might not ever see it again. But you got to see it every single time you look in a mirror.
Have you ever used Hero Sumi inks?
I haven't really ever played with Kurasumis at all, no.
Don't want to let you down. I feel awful.
Who does all my tattoos? I've been tattooed by probably, 30 different people to 40 different people by now. It's a very long list. To name a handful, like recently who I've been tattooed by, Phil Garcia, Russ Abbott, Paul Acker, Nathan Evans, Scotty Munster, Shane O'Neill, Lenny Renkin. I mean, that list just keeps going and going and going, to be honest with you guys. You know, Jonathan Penshoff, George Perm. Nicola, I just wouldn't ever do that. I'm sorry. Like, I would need you to point me in a decent direction. Like, I'm not going to choose your back for you, you know. You like that, Chris?
I was, yeah, you got it.
Stealing the block. I don't know what it is. I think it's too mad.
Yeah, I've had people cry and stuff, you know, during the tattoo process, you know, and it's kind of hard for us as the artist, you know. Obviously, the last thing I want to do is hurt you, but I'm also, you know, as much as it might make me sound like an asshole or whatever, I'm not here to try to make it easy necessarily for you. I'm here to do my job.
emotionally ever cried or anything. Damn.
Sorry, my phone's gonna die.
Gotta get some shit done.
Yo, we're moving, baby.
How many times have you tattooed yourself, dog?
I tattooed myself when I was younger a lot.
Probably too much.
Yeah, I don't have an answer, but it was a lot.
That shit burns so bad.
The Band-Aid wash?
No, the
No?
witch hazel.
How did you get into the tattoo business?
I busted my ass and I worked in a bunch of shitty shops and I just kept working and working and working and moving to the next shop and learning when I could and moving to the next shop and learning when I could and just kept being persistent. You know, I was never willing to not make it. It wasn't an option for me. So I did everything I could, and when I learned what I could from that studio, I moved to the next studio.
My boy says, tell Josh he's got to step up his game. There's a live video on Facebook right now of a giraffe about to give birth, and it has over 4 million viewers.
Well,
Be with that.
the meme I saw was when you tell your boyfriend you're pregnant to get him to stay with you, and now everyone in the world's watching, waiting for you to have a baby, and it just isn't going to happen. That made me laugh my butt off. I've had it happen to me.
All of a sudden, your thing's going to drop them out.
Are you nervous about messing up, or do you feel totally confident that you won't and your client will be happy?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I've done this long enough that I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty confident with what I do. I mean, there's always in the back of your head, there's that idea of like, okay, like, I got to make sure I kill this, and there's always a chance that, you know, something could happen. But for the most part, you know, I mean, I know my trade. I pick pieces that I feel comfortable going into. You know, there's certain projects that I just won't take because I don't know if I can do it or not. And I'd rather put you in someone else's hand that's going to do a great job. So, you know, I just choose my projects kind of accordingly, and I go in there and have fun with it. If you're nervous, there's a way better chance of you fucking something up.
If you were not a tattoo artist, what profession would you want to be, dog?
Special effects, movies. Hands down.
What's the most absurd spot you've ever tattooed?
Right outside of literally like tattooing a dude's, you know, genitals, I've tattooed pretty much everything. Like that spot?
Nope.
I do a little bit of biomech here and there. I don't usually get asked to do it, but I do enjoy it when I get to. This is just a totally fresh spot.
He's been tattooing for about 15 years. This is day number 2, and they're like 15 hours in on this piece. Not straight, obviously. That one long 15 hours.
Be along.
He sucked.
Show the finished photo again. I don't really know what that means. We don't have a finished photo.
Oh, I think when you show up the screen.
My reference?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep working on you, more than worried about that, so. Kevin, email me, man. All my information's on my Instagram, at Josh Payne Tattoo.
This is dope fire, dog.
Someone say that.
Yeah. It's true fire. It's true. We are located in Cortland, New York. When did you get your first tattoo?
I was 16 or 17. which is too young.
16 going on 17.
I don't even really remember. What are you saying?
17 going on 30.
He was doing a
Sound of Music.
Sound of
bro.
Music.
God.
Why would I know the Sound of Music?
You don't know the Sound of Music?
No.
What?
They made us watch that in school. It sucked.
Hills are alive.
Have
I
you
mean,
ever-
Sound of Music was great.
Have you ever told someone no about a tattoo they want because you felt it wasn't a good idea or maybe too obscene?
Absolutely. I mean, I've totally turned away people and said, you know, I'm not willing to be a part of that idea. And it's no disrespect necessarily. You know, if that's what they want, they have the right to do it. But I, as an artist, have the right to not be the one to do it. You know, and there's times when it's like, you know, there's ideas that come through, and I, you know, morally and ethically don't want to be attached to some projects. And I mean, if they want it, more power to you. Go get it. I'm not the one wearing the thing, you know. I have tattooed the bottom of a foot. It does not last. It just, there's no point in it.
When you have time for yourself, do you paint to relax?
No, there's nothing to be relaxing about painting. I like doing sculpture and stuff like that. That's what I find fun artistically.
Are you freehanding this?
No, there's stencils. That's what all that is.
If an artist messed up on your tattoo, what would you do?
I don't know. I mean, it's happened. It's life, you know. I mean, I chose the artist I chose. The tattoo didn't come out the way I wanted it to. It sucks, you know, but it is what it is sometimes, you know. It taught me to choose more wisely, for sure. You know, but I mean, they did the tattoo that they thought was a good tattoo, and you know, when I saw it, I might not have been completely happy. Yeah, and it just is what it is. You know, it's a learning experience, really.
Can you give me up one of those slices of pizza? You sound like a paper towel.
I don't like doing cover-ups now. I do a lot of them, but I don't like doing them. I used to do a lot. Let me rephrase that. I really don't anymore.
Just put it on like a paper towel or something. You be the man. Grab one.
I need like some like light skin tones, like for the gums. If you want to squeeze in there. Like some light fleshy shit. Just get over the thing so I can keep tattooing. You can't. You're not reaching in there. And don't hit the camera.
Stone Drew.
Oh yeah, you're fine. This piece, you know, we're doing 2 days to 3 days back to back, and then you know we'll give it. It'll be a period of time in between if we need another session after that for sure. Let it fully heal. Let his money come around. Things like that. I mean, in a perfect world, you could probably get him in every 2 to 3 weeks.
Shop name is Ascend Gallery.
Yep, ASCEND Gallery.
Cortland, New York. Portland. Stop.
Yeah, those three are probably all I need.
You know of Skull's Den Tattooing in New York?
I do not. If it's in the city, I don't really know a whole lot about what happens down in New York City. I try to avoid that place.
Try to avoid that thing.
Oh, I hate New York City, man. I don't care. They say it's the greatest place on earth, and I haven't seen that yet.
Is there any style of tattooing you prefer over others?
I like illustrative stuff. My client, he's drinking some soda, eating a Cliff Bar, got a bit gassy, and I'm totally fine as long as it keeps being burps. I am too close to the fucking Dragon's Den for it to be anything other.
Who keeps
Friendship.
Better south, north than south.
So is that?
Yeah.
My point exactly.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Do it.
Trying to avoid passing out, man.
Huh?
Open it up.
No habla español. I enjoy the random laughter from you guys in the background. Just that is the I can do that. I know dos cervezas por favor, and I know tu es maricón.
What?
What is it?
And
And it's tu maricón. That basically means he's a pussy, as I'm putting towards him. Did she say no?
She's pretty good at Spanish.
Maricón, isn't that?
I got 64.
I was close. I was trying.
Puta.
64, baby.
I know that.
Puta means bitch.
But that's not derogatory. That's like, hijo de puta. You know, like, you don't say that.
Son of a bitch, right?
Yeah, but it's not derogatory. In English, we said son of a bitch in a bad way.
I can't get clean. Sorry.
Stop.
Well, all right.
Thanks, dog. You the man.
I know Kulo is ass.
I am south of Syracuse. Just about an hour south of Syracuse.
Oh, dude, same team, bro.
Do we not feel like we're on the same team at the moment?
Oh.
Hi, Mike from Scotland.
Smells like microwave pizza, Joey.
Gotta be his. Best kind. Heat this bitch right up, dude. I was thinking like maybe 20 seconds.
That might have been like 40.
Idiot. It's now technically a science experiment.
Yeah.
Are you guys Illuminati? What wild questions people come up with. If I was, I wouldn't say yes.
Or would you?
Ooh.
I would say yes to make you think that I was lying. It's a double trap.
God. You are Illuminati, man. I'm confused.
Yeah, in all honesty, like if your question is cost, I mean that should like the price should never be your question. You know, you should worry about what artist and is it going to be done the way you want it and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I get it. They're expensive, and I know that sometimes it's hard for you to save money and blah, 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 but if you want the tattoo done right, you got to pay for it.
Isn't there the other one? Or was that the second one?
That was the second one.
I love the no words spoken though.
None needed. See, Matt, some people know what's happening around this place.
What's that saying? The vibe of the room?
What?
Reading the room, that's it. Reading the room.
Throw your arms down by your sides, man. You look like you're so uncomfortable.
Oh, dude, then it's like my neck.
Well, I mean, all you're doing is just like flopping around like a fish. You just keep moving every 2
Dude,
seconds.
it's uncomfortable, man.
Got a pillow?
You got one here?
We're trying to get him in a comfortable spot, guys.
How do you feel about cartridges?
I love cartridges, obviously. It's what I'm using. I think that they're amazing. I think that they make tattooing easier. All that. I think that they're better needles than like needle bars. I think honestly, guys, his pain is way less the tattoo and way more just laying still for the last 2 days.
There we go. Now we're good.
Feeling it now?
I'm glad you're good because I'm not. But don't worry, it's all about you today, isn't it? Hold on, guys. I'm just arranging gotta arrange the camera to make sure Sean's okay.
High maintenance, bro.
Christ, you're like a woman.
I just don't like my.
Sorry, ladies.
I don't like my titties fucking sticking to this goddamn leather, man.
Just tape them.
You old bags.
Pillows for Sean. I'm jealous.
A little bit better.
Chris said hashtag moves.
I figure I'm just gonna punch him in the mouth one of these minutes, and then he'll just be knocked out, and he'll be able to tattoo all night. It'll be perfect. I like witch hazel for black and gray. You're failing miserably, Tim, at reading things.
They're not saying much. His Instagram is Josh Payne. That's Payne tattoo.
Is this still in the view?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's up top, guys. Like, I tried to do it, make it the easiest I can for you.
We got cry face, thumbs up.
Steve, most of my work and my updated work is going to be better.
Do you dilute it with distilled water?
No, I don't dilute my witch hazel at all. It was witch hazel we were talking about, right?
See what called me there?
Yeah, no, I don't dilute my witch hazel.
You check and see what called me there.
Sean, how's the pain for you?
Chris, you don't have Amber's number, do you?
Who's?
Amber?
What's that?
How's the pain for you, Sean?
Pain?
Yeah.
Pain's fine.
She just tried calling me.
Just getting uncomfortable laying on my stomach for so long.
Josh, you don't recommend I'm taking any pain drugs before getting tattooed.
No, I don't. Nah, for the most part, you know, just come in and handle it. You know, it sucks. Like, getting tattooed hurts. No one enjoys it. You know, but if it's the people that pop a bunch of pain pills and they think all of a sudden it's going to be the magic cure and everything's going to be happy and everything's going to be fine, generally sit like shit. Rita, seriously, there's no need for you to keep talking. Like, I don't mean to be a jerk, but there's some people here trying to have serious conversations and actually like watch some artwork happen.
We are in Cortland, New York. Can you guys see that little piece of paper in the corner at all? The font might not be big enough. But I think you can see it all right. Is Instagram the only site you have for your work?
Steve, it's on my Facebook page as well, but I think that my page is like full or maxed or something, so you might be able to find it. It's just under Josh Payne Tattoo as well.
Hold on, it's spelled like this.
Cortland. I'm not being harsh. We just told you that we're trying to have normal conversations and you just keep rambling about nothing and there's no need for it. I don't mean to be a jerk, but there's plenty of other people that would like to be heard as well. If you have intelligent questions, we can have intelligent answers.
What's some advice you can give somebody that's 16 that wants to be a tattoo artist? If anything.
Start studying the industry. Start learning it. Start learning everything you can about it. Start drawing tattoos. You know, just bust your ass.
When you're doing color, do you stick your needles out more or less?
A little bit less. You just want attention. That's all you want, Rita. And we're gonna be done giving it to you now.
Do you prefer the rotary over traditional machines?
Yeah, I like rotary machines. They're definitely what I prefer for sure. But you know, for each artist, that some people like them, some don't, and you can totally you're gonna find the machine that you like the best for you.
He's using the Cheyenne Hawk Thunder.
What time is it now? Okay,
George, is it?
Yeah.
Just keep studying.
Yeah, man, just literally just study. Just learn what you can about the industry. Learn what you can about art. Learn what you can about everything. There's no shortcut. I can't give you there's not going to be one tip I'm going to give you that's going to all of a sudden make you a tattooer. It's hard work. It's busting your ass. It's failing over and over and over and over again, and keep trying.
Scott, it's the Cheyenne Cheyenne Hawk Thunder. I almost said Thawk. Thawk Honda.
Thank you much, Brad. Michelle, if you see that I'm using Fusion, why would you assume that I have a different ink that would be my favorite? If I was tattooing and I have respect for this client and I'm trying to do the best tattoo I can, don't you think that maybe I would be using the pigment that I thought was the best?
Chris wants to know how you got the black and gray details to pop around the eyes.
I got the black and gray detail around the eyes to pop by doing it in color. It's a fully color tattoo, guys.
What's up, Jason?
Huh?
Wanna grab me one, dog? You the man. Oh, he's been tattooing for about 15 years. Can you pop me one of those emergencies in there?
It's this one of Josh's clients from Canada worked for Sweet Set that makes molds and such.
They're going to be plain wings, what's over there in the purple, for those of you who can't see it yet.
This is like a movie grade silicone tattoo.
Just a piece? Oh, 2 tattoo?
No, I use a pre-mixed black and gray set from Fusion.
It's not as like hard as on the flesh, but
Have you heard of the Dargan Hawk tattoo kit?
No.
Most uncomfortable tattoo you've ever done on
Yeah,
someone?
I don't even know what that means, so I'm not really worried about answering it. My canvas is doing pretty good, but I'd like to call him a client. He's not a canvas, he's a human. He has a heart, a soul.
Sean, you're just a piece of paper.
If you treat your client like a canvas, then I'm sorry for you and your client. That's what sucks about TV shows. They pretty much I don't know, they're just dumb with that type of stuff.
I'm gonna run over to Brewer real quick. I'll go pay it.
I'd probably do a coffee.
Yeah? Black and strong. Good old Sam
Oh,
Jack.
look me up.
I don't know, I'll do like a latte or something tasty.
Green tea.
I got
tea.
Yeah.
Green tea, energy tea.
Yeah. I don't have any cash.
I got some. I got you.
Sean, are you still alive?
Yep.
You dead man? Yeah, man.
Oh, that's Fogarty.
Sanka, you dead man.
That's Joe Fogarty.
Yeah, Sanka.
I'm living.
Sonko, what you smoking? I'm not. I'm breathing.
It is, what, 5:30-ish or so here?
I think so.
5:35. Still alive.
Hey, John, hang in there, buddy. I don't know who John is, but we'll make sure he's hanging.
Lizzie, I don't know if we can technically sing a song because of
I can promise you guys
the rights to
that you don't want to hear me start singing.
Who is John? Take a selfie, John. Jody's in Wales. That's cool.
Get some good shout outs for some cool places.
Badass back piece. Keep up the good work.
Tim?
What? Oh, yeah. Make sure to... Yeah, okay. So that didn't stay. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Are photos of both of you on your website? I gotta see what you guys look like. Nicola, no, there are not. I mean, there's photos on my page of me. I don't know if there's many of old Sean here. Maybe, Sean, it's because of how gangster you look that people are making a Sean John connection. That could be it.
Is it the jewels on my pant pockets?
I think that's what it is. His name is Sean, guys. It's with an S, S-E-A-N, or S-H-A-W-N, whichever way he spells it.
S-E-A-N.
Who are non-tattooing artists I love? I like that question a lot. I'm a huge fan of totally different art. I obviously always love Crayola. Gustavo, Art de Gustavo is the man. Chet Zar has been somebody whose art I've always loved and really followed. There's an Italian Renaissance-style oil painter that I discovered over the last 2 years named Roberto Ferri, who's absolutely incredible. Like a really, really, really amazing artist. And then when you get into, like I said, I enjoy doing the prosthetics and sculpture and stuff. There's a guy named Jordu Shell. There's a guy named Eris Clontes, I believe. A dude named Casey Love. And then obviously, you know, you get into your Stan Winstons and your Rick Bakers and all those type of guys. A guy named Tom Woodruff is amazing. A lot of that stuff. Yeah, Gustavo's in the middle of doing me a painting actually at the moment, which I can't wait to see. Sorry, Nicola. This feed is about tattoos, not our faces.
Did you already answer? Do you make your own green soap?
No, I just was gonna leave that there.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. No, I don't. I buy my own green soap from a tattoo supply company. The way that Supposed to. I don't mean to sound like a jerk to some of your guys' questions. I really don't. But some of the questions, it's like it's hard to answer when I clearly can tell that you're probably not tattooing out of a studio and you're probably just trying to like bait for answers for things. And it's one of those things, like, I don't fault you at all for wanting to learn. I really don't. I think it's amazing that you really love this industry and you really would like to learn. But with that said, there's certain answers that I don't really feel obligated to want to answer, because I think that your better option would be to go and get an apprenticeship. You know what I mean? Like, it's very crucial to the learning curve. It's very important that you do that, not only for you and your learning, because, you know, if you go out there and you start tattooing out of your house, you're guessing, you know, you're totally guessing, and your growth rate is going to be exponentially slower. Your chance of really screwing up on a client's body is much higher. You know, the chance of causing actual harm, illness, spread of disease is all much, much higher. So, you know, when you come to certain questions and you ask certain things that, to me, you know, throw up red flags that you're probably, you know, trying to learn how to tattoo on your own out of your house, I'm not really super into wanting to answer those for you.
This video.
Bud, they've been at it for how long today?
We started at about 10 a.m. today, and it's 5:30.
Yep.
7.5 hours so far today. Jesus
Yep.
Christ. It does not feel like that long to me. I don't know about you.
No,
Flying by.
I got life in me.
Don't let me down. There's my singing for you.
I was just about to say, there's the singing.
Yeah, thank you, Lee.
Wow, nice.
All right, guys, I have got to pee real fast, so I'm going to have Sean lay flat so you got a nice view. And then I might even get my buddy Tim here to show you guys the reference picture, and maybe he can move the camera over and show the ink palette and stuff for a quick second. And then, oh, what's up, lady?
Hi.
Yeah, I totally didn't answer because this thing was happening.
I didn't, yeah, really, sorry.
No, you're good.
Hey,
How's the drive in?
it's good. It's freezing. Fucking freezing.
Yeah, welcome to upstate New York.
Oh, God. Can't even.
Alright, how do you want me, bro?
Just lay straight up flat, man. Put your arms down by your sides, whatever. Then I'll move this camera to get the best view of it. My nice ghetto rig.
Just toss that for a second. Wow.
Yep. I hope you guys are liking what we got going on so far with her. What do you think, Chick?
Damn.
He's using curved mags. He's not like straight ones. For some reason. Oh, this is not bad.
Yeah, just a little bit of work so far, huh?
I'm assuming you guys kept getting asked the same questions.
Oops, I'm all tangled up.
Bud's digging it. Thanks, Bud.
What?
Bud's digging it. His name's Bud.
I like Bud. You're rolling on this thing.
No, they're not gonna finish it all in one day. This is actually day number 2, coming up on like 16 hours, I think. So, so far.
I don't know. Yeah, probably about 15 actually.
They're gonna try between the rest of today and tomorrow. Can you guys see the paper all right? It's got the info. Josh Payne, St. Gallery, Portland, New York. His Instagram. What up, Poland? Yeah, Kevin, he uses stencil stuff to apply his stencils. How's your back, man? How are you doing, Sean?
Good. Not too bad.
Oh, it's tired. It's been two very long days.
More uncomfortable than anything.
We didn't go to that movie by the time we got home. It was almost 2:30. And we were back here by 8:30.
I think what that question means is, well, he uses his iPad Pro. He uses the app, the Procreate app, to do all the stuff on there. Andy, it's all fresh from yesterday and today. None of that is healed yet.
It's almost 6. I just wanted to see, I wasn't sure if I should go to your house first or if I should go here.
You can kind of do whatever you want. I mean, at this point, you can go to the house for sure. It's
Do you
fine.
mind if I use the computer?
Nah, go for it.
No, you're good.
What's up, guys? I'm going to take 2 more bites of some stuff real quick, and I'll be right back at it.
Are you going to be hungry in a couple hours? Like when you're done?
Probably. What do you think?
I just haven't really eaten, so I'm not sure if I should.
Well, I mean, for the most part, if you're hungry, just go grab some food. Don't worry about us. But I just don't know when we're going to be done.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so I'd rather you eat than wait on us.
You got it. Well, I'm going to just look at the computer.
So you want to hand me that shirt again?
What's up, guys? We're back. Yeah, Lee, I use the Thunder honestly at the lowest I can. So I claim that I do 8.5 volts because that's like with a standard like power supply. With the Cheyenne power supply, I run it at 60, which is the lowest that power supply will actually allow you to go. And I mean, I can put in color. I was using a 23 mag and packing completely solid, you know, first, second pass, no problem. What's the healing process? I don't really necessarily fully get your question there.
Eric, he's using Cheyenne cartridges as of right now. Those are his fave.
And yeah, 23 is the biggest cartridge I've got.
Do they make bigger ones than that?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Really?
Cartridge-wise, I'm not sure, but I know standard needles for a while went up to all the way up to like a 45.
What?
Yeah, it looked like a fucking fork.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to think it actually would probably hurt exponentially less. Because it's kind of like a bed of nails theory, yeah, where it's so fanned out, and especially on an old bar, right? So your bar comes down. So if you got, say, like 12 needles, it's like this wide. So it's gonna be pretty rigid. Where if you got 45, you're this wide, so it actually has a lot of flex to it. So it actually is a lot more gentle. But like those big ass mags, like you can't even put ink into those things.
Yeah.
Guys that used to use them were like old Japanese like type tattooers, and they would use them for like the huge walls of like that really soft black and gray background stuff.
Gotcha.
But even still, like I can't
That's
imagine
crazy.
getting it solid like that. Some you just let them roll. Excuse me, guys. That was my burp. Don't let me down.
Do you go to different cities and tattoo? Like, do you do guest spots?
I don't really do guest spots much at all. I got a couple of really good friends that have opened some studios that I may make a couple of appearances at, but I'm not even going to worry about mentioning them because there's no, like, actual plans.
What's Tabori? Is that where the...
Tabori is the hand tap style stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That shit's supposed
That
to be
one
super
guy
painful,
does.
right?
They say it's way fucking less painful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they say it's, like, very gentle.
Lava.
Yeah, it normally is. Thank you. Ooh.
That's hot.
Now, is that a Sharpie marker you're using?
If you'd sit here and read some of this, there's a lot of head shaking.
Are you sponsored by Sharpie?
It should be by now.
I'd like to be. Sharpie, if you're watching, hit me up.
Hook up. Sharpie. Do it.
It's all he uses.
Jack Licks?
Lime green, orange, red, and yellow, baby.
Take
The
Gatorade.
wings look fresh.
They're pretty good.
Just the pen point, not the ultra pen. Just regular, you know.
All Sharpies. We'll take Advil sponsorships. Laffy Taffy's cool.
Stop. I am doing something here, guys. Who the fuck wants Laffy Taffy when you could have Sour Patch Kids?
I mean,
That's true.
Let's get real for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once the mouth gets, like, fucked up enough, then you go to the Laffy Taffy. You really hit that.
Are you talking like Captain Crunch mouth fucked up?
It's a different fucked up, but very similar.
Like I ate too many kiwis?
Using a Sharpie instead of running a bloodline.
I actually wanted to, like, refine my line because I lost my whole stencil, so I just redrew that in, and now I'm putting in a really soft, light gray line. I need you to throw that arm, just hang it down. Just so you basically got yourself, like, leaned away from me.
I figured.
Yeah, I'm sure you were comfortable, but
Yeah, dude, I finally get comfortable.
as much as this is about you, I do need to be able to work.
You want me to, if I do
Yeah.
this?
That one's whatever. You can do whatever with that arm.
Okay.
I needed you, like, rolled towards me, not rolled away. What was that?
It looks good on here.
Does it?
Yeah.
There's like a nice angle to everything.
Oh my. Oh my good. Very nice. Thank you.
I gotta pop the top on this baby. Jeez.
Keep saying you're doing a good job. It looks awesome.
Hey, this one all goes out to Sean. I'm not doing nothing but doodling. He's the one hanging in there letting me. Huh? Well, he's not weak like you.
That's not pretty good, I thought.
I don't remember. It's been like 6 years since you let me tattoo you.
That's true.
Why is it unprofessional to use a Sharpie? Norbit? Every Sharpie that I use is brand new. After I use it on a client, they're thrown away. There's no biohazard risk. There's no risk of anything of that nature, so I don't really understand why it would be unprofessional.
Kevin's got our back.
Thanks, Kevin. You're a man.
Yeah, I mean, if you use Sharpies and you reuse them client after client, yeah, that's pretty gross, but...
That would be very unprofessional.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee, he does, but he's using it right now.
Whatever you're doing right now, I don't like what you're doing.
Which artists inspire you, not just tattoo artists? I think you already answered that one.
Yeah, I went through a lot. I'm inspired by just all different kinds of art, all forms of art. I follow a lot of like sculptors. I follow a lot of different painters. You know, fine artists. I like, you know, even like graphic style stuff, woodworking stuff. Really anything. You know, you can be inspired by so many different things. You know, it doesn't just have. You don't have to be like, oh, I want to tattoo like portraits of animals. I should only look at people who do portraits of animals. Like, look at everything. Go look at photographers. Go research things. You know, all that. Like, let the world inspire you.
What kind of style do you have on your hands?
My hands, I would say, are what, like a mandala-y kind of Tibetan-y influence.
No, this is not a one-day thing. They're gonna go try for 3 days. Today's day 2. We are located in Cortland, New York.
Yeah, what you guys can't tell, I mean, my client, Sean here, is what, 6'2", 240?
Yep.
Give or take. So, it's a big fucking back. It's like I'm painting a billboard over here.
How are you doing?
My back shot. I'm getting kind of tired, but I have no room to bitch about my back, which sucks. Because as much as I'd love to complain that my back hurts, maybe somebody's might be worse. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, you hate witch hazel. Why am I still using it?
It's good.
That's so mean.
It feels good afterwards. It's just that cooling.
Will you
yeah.
blow
Oh, that
on
feels
it?
nice.
Do you want us to get a giant banana leaf and wave you and like and feed you grapes? Adam, I don't discuss prices of any of the tattoos I work on.
It's gonna mean your clients do.
It's just it really surprises me how many people ask that.
It's like they just want the cheapest car, you know.
And I'm not even going to say that's the reason they ask. I think it is curiosity, but it's just like it's a weird question. You know, and I mean, I can totally
it's a very personal question.
And I totally get it. You know, like so, Adam, for instance, man, with you asking, I'm not upset about you asking that at all.
No.
You know, but when the time comes, if you get a chance, you know, and you find the artist you want to work with, yeah, you know, maybe they can give you a really vague guess. You know, so that way you kind of have a sense of what to plan. Like with my buddy Sean here, I just kind of explained my hourly to him, and I explained him what I thought the sittings were going to take. And you know, there's obviously, it could go faster, it could take longer time. So when it comes to pricing for myself personally, I don't ever price anything. If I do a script name on your wrist, I'm not going to quote you a price. I'm just going to do it, and I do everything by the hourly because that allows it the most fair. If I give you a guess on a price, pretty much one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to fuck you because I'm going to overcharge you for a tattoo, or I'm going to accidentally, you know, think I can do it way faster. It's going to take way longer, and then I'm going to screw myself. You know, so at the end of the day, if I do hourly and I price everything hourly and I always work off my hourly rate, and then either multiply or divide by the amount of time it takes, everyone's getting the most fair experience they can get. You just gotta pitch it, man. Years and years ago, Joe Capobianco had some books out, and in one of the books he discussed how to start getting your work out there and the work you want to do. And what Joe said is when somebody comes in for an idea, you know, do the drawing that they want. You know, give them what they think they want, and you know, you do that drawing, you do it pretty close. Then do the drawing that you would want to do, the one that you really want to pitch to them. And he went, and always make your drawing, make sure it's just a little bit cooler. And sometimes, you know, they're going to be pretty steadfast and want, you know, exactly what was in their head. But most times, you'll be able to pitch them that cooler idea. And then on top of that, too, I mean, when I wanted to start doing bigger work or wanted to start pushing different styles, I'd pull a buddy in on a day off and I would do that type of tattoo on them. You know, get it out there. You know, maybe you got to work for free, but if you truly love tattooing, you're not worried about working for free. You're just getting to do cool shit. I can't really read that one. His head's in the way.
Sorry. What's the longest time you've tattooed for one go?
Right around that 12-hour point. I've broken it once or twice, very, very seldomly, but to find a client that sits for 12 hours and then just for myself personally to even have the stamina to keep going, it takes a really special tattoo to like hold my attention that long too. You know, this piece, we've been having fun because it's huge. There's so much going on. There's a lot of awesome life to it. But it also isn't like really tight, intricate, crazy detail stuff that's really mentally exhausting. It's just like, get in there and just make it look cool as fuck. So it actually makes the days go by pretty fast.
Hi, Bard. Hi, Andy.
Everything I do is all with Fusion inks.
Is there any story behind your King Kong there, Sean?
He's badass. He's cool.
Who wouldn't want King Kong?
Scott, I'm not dry wiping, man. I'm sorry if it looks that way.
Oh, the Luke Skywalker guy's on here.
Haha, what's up, man?
I'll lose on you?
No. The guy, Matt Pomerak, that I did the Skywalker in the Tauntaun gut.
Oh, neat.
Do you have
Good
any
stuff is
advice
nice, too.
using Procreate or other apps to help for tattooing?
Procreate totally helps. It's a very useful app. It really helps make the design process and everything a lot easier. You know, you can knock ideas out fast. You can do quick color studies, all that. It's a super useful tool. It takes some time getting used to Procreate for sure, but it's an awesome, useful tool.
Thumbs up. Can't wait to see the finished product. If a woman were to get tattooed on her pelvis and get pregnant in the future, would it ruin the tattoo?
I can't answer that either for you. You know, your body is going to move and shape and distort in its own ways. You know, that's such a situational thing. Yeah, it's Fusion Black, and then I'm mixing it with colors and I'm tinting things and stuff like that. Is your canvas dead? He might be. We haven't decided yet.
Is this your first King Kong piece?
Ooh, I think it might be.
I think it is. I know him.
Yeah, I think it might be my first King Kong. You popped my Kong cherry.
And it's a big one.
I'm honored. I'm less honored. The spot that you're hitting now.
Bunch of hearts. Pollen.
Ballin', shot callin'. Don't lose weight.
It's easy to tattoo on a cadaver like
When the rigor mortis sets in, it gets a little bit firm, but
That's good.
Do you remember the first big back piece you ever did?
oh yeah, it was terrible. Oh man, it was bad. I started tattooing, and I tattooed for probably over like 2.5 years. This is why you should go get an apprenticeship, guys. For over 2 years, I didn't really think that you needed anything bigger than a 7-round liner. So I did all of my work with a fucking like a tight 3 and a 7-round liner is what I colored shit in with. And I tried to do a back piece on a big dude, coloring it with a 7 liner. And as you can imagine, it's not the coolest tattoo ever out there. I'm actually still talking with a guy about fixing it one of these days, or just covering the whole damn thing.
I'd say no, you didn't do all my tattoos, so people don't think you did this fucking one on my arm.
Have you ever done any Walking Dead characters?
He said not mine.
That's way better.
No, I've never done anything from The Walking Dead at all. I've never really watched that show, so I don't even really know the characters. There's a kid that runs a prison. There's a guy with a sword for an arm. And there's stealth mode crossbow guy that rides a Harley into war.
Not super stealthy.
Not stealthy.
Nailed it though.
Yeah.
You got it down, man.
And there was an Asian kid that, for an entire episode stole a car.
Alright.
Yeah, and then that pussy couldn't even take a hit from a bat. What about how about you man the fuck up? Ooh, one little baseball bat to the face. All of a sudden Glenn's dead and the whole world's crying.
It was like 16 to 20.
Whatever.
Repeatedly.
He could have pulled through.
You could have made it. You didn't even try.
Yeah, he didn't even try to fight back. He just took his beating and ran.
Oh, this is a drag.
I'm still sad I never made that meme. The Walking Dead game. It was going to be Whack-A-Mole, the Negan edition, and it was going to be all the characters' heads popping up that you could just beat with a baseball bat. Oh, it would have been classic.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Somebody said that.
Ooh.
That was eye-popping. Do you like clown tattoos?
I actually would, in all honesty, really enjoy doing some clown tattoos.
Oh,
Is that not the happy spot?
I don't know what's wrong with that spot, dude. That's fucking.
It's right next to where I tattooed you for like fucking 5 hours yesterday. Show me on the doll where he touched you. Show me on the doll.
Somebody wants the Glenn.
Dude, I will totally tattoo Glenn with his eye falling out of his head on you.
It was good. That was awesome effects, man. Good job. I feel like all their budget went to that. And the rest are like Tiger and SCG.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, I tried to watch The Walking Dead, man. Don't judge me. I made it like 3 episodes, and like I said, nothing happened. There was like some zombies, and then there was some camping, and then there was like a car taken, and I was really bored. I don't know what to tell you, man. I tried. Yeah, there just wasn't nothing going down.
Yeah, I gotta pop up a spot if that's all right.
Well, hold on for 2 minutes, and I could get this spot out quick. Let me do that.
All right.
Now there's a guy that has a tiger that is like his pet.
Oh, I've seen him.
Okay.
Yeah, he was baller as fuck.
He's cool. He's cool.
Like I said, then I watched that random episode. There was a kid ruling a prison and a dude with a sword for an arm. If you live in the goddamn fucking wilderness and you're worried about where you're sleeping, how are you fabricating sword arms? Did you find a blacksmith? Like, how does this happen?
Imagination is good. Walkers.
There's so many diehard Walking Dead fans I'm just pissing off right now.
Dude,
They're giving you all the mean
think
faces.
that I would love that fucking show. I can't stand it. I
I
did the
also
same
got
thing you
sick
did. A
of.
couple episodes, and I was like,
I got sick of zombies fast. Like it was just there was years
Yeah.
where it was just like zombies everywhere,
yeah.
I love
and there wasn't enough King Kong.
him. He's more calm, baby.
Let me be honest with you guys
Kong
for a
versus
second.
zombies?
Yeah. If King Kong took on zombies, we wouldn't have zombies anymore.
Or you have a big zombie King Kong.
No, we would just still have King Kong just being badass.
You guys talk about that extreme camping show.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You want to watch a real show about survival? Naked and Afraid. Let's talk about
Real one.
let's talk about some real shit for a second.
CDC version.
Sean, they're wondering who you're gonna have apply some aftercare on you for you.
Oh, Josh is gonna rub me down.
Hopefully, you have a nice lady at home.
He's got a lady at home. We're not sure if she's nice or not. I think he told me she beats him.
Yeah, you really got to slap the ointment in there. pack it down.
What is your views on the old-fashioned tattoo machine?
I have a hunch you mean coil machines. And I think coil machines are great. I think they're a great tool. They obviously, you know, forged the industry for years and years and years. I think that if you like coil machines, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some of the best tattooers in the country use them, in the world. I personally am just kind of retarded, and I'm not good at tuning machines. And every time I'd pick up my coils, they were always out of whack, and I always had to fiddle with them. And for the way I tattoo, I like to do big pieces, and I like to work quick. A rotary just does that better for me. You know, that's not saying that you're going to like a rotary.
That's
See,
fine.
Zach Westfall knows what's going on. That dude is prepared.
Tell him what
King
that-
Kong vs. Godzilla 2020.
Tell him what that spot on the right eye is. The tire.
Yeah, this is going to be a tire. There's a big airplane up here. I just haven't colored the tire in yet. Goddamn bullfrogs.
Those winter bullfrogs.
Oh, man, weather's changing. They just keep coming out.
They come out. Whew. Wait till the summer ones. They get loud.
Oh, I can't wait for summer. Oh, man.
I don't know who Barb is.
Yeah. Awesome.
Is that spot getting any easier?
A little bit, but
Still pretty not sweet.
yep.
Yep.
Would you rather get that spot tattooed for another 2 hours or have Gilbert Gottfried narrate your life in your head?
Oh, Jesus. 2 hours.
What's up with that? They ran out of Snapple.
Just negative Jerry Seinfeld in your head.
God. I might become a positive person if negative Jerry Seinfeld is in my head.
No, suicide.
Oh, that's a little better.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's all. It's done. We already discussed it. We know what's happening.
Yeah, Mike, it's King Kong. It's Kong.
Here, Kong is king. He's a pretty good king. Do you think that there's going to be a scene where King Kong and John C. Reilly become best friends and they make bunk beds?
I would hope. Can only hope.
1.0.
This is how we do it.
So much blood.
It's King Kong at the Catalina wine mixer trying to play drums. Killing it. Yeah, it's John C. Reilly playing drums and just King Kong in a tuxedo t-shirt just singing his heart out. Thank you very much, guys. Don't mind us, too. After 2 full days of hanging out with each other, we're getting a little stir-crazy, I think. This is how we do it on Friday night.
Oh, dude, that's so much better.
No, James, this is being done over, today's day 2. They might go for a day 3.
Oh, we're going day 3.
They're going day 3, says Sean.
We're going to get deep in it on day 3, boy.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to think of a good day 3 King Kong pun, and all I could think was going to be a real smash. But that didn't even work. That would have been more like a Donkey Kong joke.
Like a Hulk.
Or a Hulk.
Yeah, a Hulk one.
King Kong got your back.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's the Thunder, guys. I got some of my information up here, up above his arm. What
Sean,
do
if
we
you
get?
had to sum your life up in one 90s song right now, what would you sum it up in?
In 190 song?
The 90s song.
Oh, jeez, dude.
This is the end. My only friend,
It's
the
the
end.
end of the world as we know it.
What did you get? Something good over there?
Recent readers.
song.
Why does using white ink tend to hurt a little bit more? You think it hurts more because you're almost done getting tattooed. and you're all excited to be finished, and then he goes in there, and then he puts the white right next to all the other stuff he's been doing for the last length of time that you've been getting tattooed. So it's not that white hurts more, it's just when you put white in is the worst time to get tattooed. Hey, Cortland, New York, what's up? What?
Oh, what's up, John?
Whoever that lady is, parents really wanted a boy.
Yeah, right?
Her name's spelled John Essa. It's a very strange way to spell that, that's all. No disrespect.
That's ridiculous.
I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long.
Good Forest, Pennsylvania.
I'm going to tell you, there's a little dot on my screen, and I didn't read that as cook. I looked over and went, oh, that's kind of strange.
What do you think about watercolor tattoos?
I don't do watercolor tattoos. I don't agree with watercolor tattoos. I would like it or wish, not that I would like it, I don't have any say. Anybody can do whatever the hell they want. But I really wish that tattooers would quit doing them because they're just doing them to essentially take your money. They don't hold, they will not last, it will not work. With that said, there are some guys that are doing them better than other people because they're framing them with like a lot nice, deeper, darker tones. And structurally, maybe that'll hold up a little bit. But for the most part, a watercolor tattoo, it's just going to fall apart. It's just going to heal out bad. As soon as those light spots fade over time, which they will, your tattoo is going to essentially just be this weird blob of just weird patches of stuff that might be there and might not be there. And it just doesn't work. There's a lot of things and a lot of artists and a lot of people that take pretty pictures and they put their tattoos online and they get a bunch of credit and they get a bunch of like, oh man, everything's awesome because I got Instagram followers now and I'm a good tattooer. And in reality, they're doing work that's just not going to last. It's not going to hold up over time. You know, they're doing it for instant gratification and they're not putting, you know, the client's best interest in mind. So I see these tattoos all the time, and sure, they look like real pretty pictures, and they look nice, and it's impressive what some people can do with a tattoo machine. It truly is. Like, I've seen some stuff is wonderfully impressive, but there's some types of art that I think should stay on a canvas, and there's some types of art that I think work on skin. And things like your watercolor and your really, really, really soft paleted tone stuff, it's just not going to stand up the test of time. And I used to think, and I was like, man, I can do it differently than other people could. I thought that I could be the guy that could change some of that. I tried a bunch of it, and you know what? When I get to see those pieces 10 and 15 years later, I went, wow, those dudes were right. You know, there's a reason why it doesn't work like that. So instead of worrying about that gratification, and instead of worrying about followers and thinking that you're cool, worry about doing good tattoos. And it's just going to be, it's going to go a lot farther, and you're going to be a lot happier with yourself. You sound like a bird from some Pixar movie. I'm trying to think of what it was.
Mine.
Yeah. Hi. How about in Finding Dory, when they just had two characters that were clearly mentally challenged, and they made fun of them.
The seal?
The seal and the bird. The seal was drawn and designed poorly. The other seals were awesome, and then here comes kind of slow seal, and they just gave him just a solid brush eyebrow and two bug eyes, and you're like, what? Like, how do you get away with this? Mine.
Becky the bird. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
And Randy the seal. And then they were like, oh, Randy, we'll let you sit up here on the rock with us. And then he does something cool, and they're like, we're not going to let you sit with us. Get off our rock. You going to get food?
No, I'm gonna go get my books and just go somewhere and study.
Okay. Nerd.
Fuck you!
Yeah, my mom went to college.
I got my nerd glasses and everything though.
Who studies? Nerd.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So sad.
Feel the love?
I
want
want
a Becky tat on my face.
Can you make that happen?
Glow in the dark tattoos.
So Hempri, most of me hopes that you're being sarcastic. If you're not being sarcastic, the simplest way I can put it is, out of the 5 major ink companies that exist, none of them sell glow-in-the-dark ink. So if out of these major companies, these people all decided that that stuff is not a good product, then why would you go out of your way to put it on you?
Oh.
What happened? Did we just end?
I'm not sure.
Did I lose you guys? Tim! It's weird. Hold on, guys. If you're still with us.
Oh, what do we got there?
Yes.
Is it still playing on your phone?
Feed.
Because it just randomly just stopped here.
Still playing on his phone. So
Can you figure that out? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back with you in 1 second.
Yeah, just like kicked him out.
Weird. Oh, that's weird.
For some reason, guys, we're having some trouble at the moment.
Is this alright, Josh, or do you want me to give me the hang?
You're probably okay at the moment like that.
Your phone's still on, right?
Yeah, it's still showing it up here. Everything's good. Where's all like the people talking? Swipe left to reveal comments. I don't know my right and left.
Because I'm not sure what happened. I know Joseph started one.
My little thing that I was reading your guys' stuff off of real quick kind of just went stupid on me for a second, so just bear with me, guys, and we're just trying to figure that out. There it is.
It might have been off because it's been 4 hours.
Oh, it's still playing here. It's still playing there.
Jesus, we've been on this thing for 4 hours?
No, there hasn't been 4 hours since we started on this. There's no way.
I think it has.
Huh?
We started at like 1.
Not with these guys. We didn't start till like 2:30. Do you remember it was around 1? We tried to do it the first time. We screwed it all up.
Yeah.
It's the best time for a dentist appointment.
When?
2:30?
Why?
2:30?
Oh, God, I hate you so much. No, I literally, like, my tablet totally just, like, lost it.
I don't know. I can read you stuff from my phone.
I don't really discuss the other shops in my town. There's some nice people. They do some cool work, you know. That's about the extent of it. I'm friends with a bunch of them, you know. Can't find it?
No. Because it says, you started one.
I mean, it's weird because you still have it on yours.
Yeah.
Maybe just log right out totally.
Oh, here we go.
Did you find it?
Yep.
It's just deeper.
Yep.
We're back.
Sorry about that, guys. We're back.
That's a great movie back in the day. Remember that one?
We're back. Put it right over here. Oh God, with the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs,
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the one where they ate the cereal?
The magician in the tent basically made these happy dinosaurs like evil and angry.
Yeah, with the cereal.
Maybe.
The brain drain or the brain something. There was a good scientist, and then you had him eat the cereal. He went back in time and he got dinosaurs. Made him
That
eat
all
cereal.
sounds right.
And then his evil twin brother made them back into dinosaurs, like wild ones, so the circus, make money.
Rita, there is no such thing as a 3D tat. There are tattoos that are done to look like they have depth. It's like every third question. How much would this cost? $3 million.
What do you think about geometric tattoos?
They're cool. They're fun. They're rad to look at. They're well done. Things like that. Thank you very much, Stephanie. Jason, Dan, you're not being ignored, buddy.
Brian.
What's up, Brian? Do you tattoo yourself? No. And my hand is not cramped either. Thanks, Brian. I hope it looks good through the camera there.
That's no monkey.
Any muscle spasms after this? Are you talking about me or the client?
Nope. Not yet.
It's definitely gonna be sore, but I don't know about spasms.
Nah, dude. It feels great.
Client might be dead. We're not sure yet.
Can't wait to sleep tonight.
Yeah, Eric, I do prepare a lot of it in Procreate. I'll be your man. Someone said disgusting?
Way up, yeah.
What kind of ink do I use daily? I use Fusion ink.
Fusion!
Fusion's a great product. I've been using them for years and years. I love them. I love their palette. I think they got an awesome selection of colors. I think that their pigments hold great. All that stuff. Oh, motherfucker, Eric Ploth is here? Eric, someone was asking if I like to tattoo clowns. Apparently they don't know about yours. How's it feel in the middle and on the right of the spine?
That feels great compared to where you've been.
The middle and the right's good. The left of the spine, though, whoo.
I can't really tell where you are, dude. It's weird. Are you on my spine right now?
Did you do any hand workouts?
That was-
Is that what you were thinking?
oh, yeah. Yeah. I got a shake weight.
It's a nice personal one. Carry it everywhere.
You can't read that flyer up there, guys?
Free hugs, y'all.
Free hugs, y'all. Eric, how did your lady's portrait heal up for her?
Let's say that's
Huh?
where are you using?
23. Yeah, 23 mag. I'm getting to where this camera is becoming detrimental because it's right in my way.
Why he haven't flipped?
Well, I'm kind of like everything's going good over here. He's sitting well.
Yeah.
We got a good feed, and it's like it's just kind of working out this way. Because I'm probably gonna get into his teeth here so shortly. Yeah. In a few days, he's gonna look like Baloo the bear, just rubbing his back up against anything he can find. It's the bare necessities, the simple.
He's using curved mags.
necessities.
For those that are asking.
Your worries of your life. Man, I am missing parts of people's words because I keep reading things real wrong when I look down.
Dude, the dots on there really fuck with it.
Yeah. So far, we might be like 15 hours in, something like
Yeah, I
that,
think
15,
we're over.
16-ish.
Yeah.
Over the last 2 days.
You should sell custom back scratchers to clients. Back scratcher.
Back scratcher.
Back scratcher.
That and some snake oil.
Oh yeah.
Little side hustle.
Ain't got no problem free. Describe the feeling of a tattoo in your own words. It sucks.
Ow! The worst sunburn ever.
I don't know. I had a pretty bad sunburn once. It was a real bummer for a bunch of days.
And having someone drag a fork over it.
I hear just salt it, you'd be good. my little brother burnt the shit out of his hand, and he texts in the group message, "Mom, what I put on a bad burn?" And my brother just goes, "Salt." Covers. I was like, "That's the dumbest thing you could put." I'm like, "Shut up, Mom. We just want to watch him put salt on it."
Did you ever have... my cousin one time put ice and salt
That'll
on
fuck
his
you up.
hand, dude. He burned that shit.
Yeah, it'll burn the fuck right out of you.
Or it essentially freezes it, right?
Well, because like salt allows like your water boils at a much higher temperature with salt, and I guarantee that it'll actually make things much colder too.
Yeah, well, it's like salt on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had this fucking huge blister.
There's like
It
fucking
says-
retard kids nowadays that are doing that shit, I think.
Because Kong is cool.
Because Kong is king, baby.
Kong is king. You tattoo faces.
Yeah, I'll tattoo a face. As long as you're like super heavily tattooed already. I mean, if you show up and you want your face tattooed for like your first tattoo, I'm not going to do it. Excellent, Eric. That took you a while to respond.
He did earlier, I think.
Oh, did he? I figured he was into the shine. Oh, yeah, Paul's just sitting outside. Half an inch of snow on him, just drinking moonshine, going, "It's beautiful out here, guys. It's a nice night." What do you respond?
Not Paul.
My God is king.
No, God, it's
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh man.
Oh, this is really good.
I just watched 30 Days a Night the other day.
great one.
Awesome. Just that scene where the dude just looks at the little girl, just like, no God. Like, fuck.
God. It was so fun. I'm not a big vampire movie, but
That was a really fun take on vampires. It was cool. You got something different. It wasn't this beautiful, romanticized
yeah.
vampire crap.
Does every tattooist have a speciality?
No, not necessarily. A lot of.
Same thing. I'm tired. Leave me alone, Sean.
What is your speciality? So
Same thing, Sean.
it's gonna take a second. A lot of artists will specialize in stuff, and some of us, some people, try to do a little bit of everything. Moonshine, baby.
Dude, I'm losing it. I'm getting fucking looped.
He's wearing cheap gloves. Cheap from Kingpin.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So many people are like, oh, I need these fancy black magic spider cat gloves. And I need to be super cool, so I look sweet in my black gloves. And I'm over here like, I throw them away about every 6 minutes, so I'm not going to spend any extra money on them that I don't have to. He used chains to hold him to the table because he looks like a boss, or lays like a boss. I wasn't going to get into what we had going on, privately, guys.
Got a gag ball.
I've been tattooing about 15 years. Get back in your hole, Gimp. Perry, why not King Kong is a better question. On this love. $50 Shades of Tattooing. How we doing there, Papa Bear?
Yeah.
Michael McCormick, I'm going to ask you to leave this video. We're not talking about Harambe. He's gone. Let him rest in peace. How did you learn shading? 15 years of tattooing. Stop it, guys. I wish I could just pop them all in the nose. No more.
Just flick them.
Some newspaper.
Spray them with a spray bottle. It's full of water.
The best part, Poth, is when Sean's hair grows back, this Kong is going to be furry.
It'll be like it's 3D.
Then Rita would love it.
Yeah, Rita's into that, I think. I can't believe she's still tuned in and doing her thing.
She's chiming once in a while. It's been a minute. She sent 10 questions I didn't answer.
Has anyone ever fallen asleep?
I've had one guy ever fall asleep.
I don't see how.
Yeah, it was this crazy old guy. Oh, what the hell was his name? I can't think of his name right now. I always know it too. Darnell. This old black guy, Darnell. And he shows up for his first tattoo. 50, maybe 60-year-old man. He comes in for his first tattoo. And I do from his wrist to his fingernails. Full hand. And, before I tattoo, I go, Darnell, why do you want to go with your hand for your first tattoo? He goes, I've always wanted to get tattooed. I raised 3 kids. I put them all through school. I put them all through college. They're all out of my house. Now it's time for me to do what I want. I was like, cool. I can Totally respect that. Good answer. So I tattooed this guy's hand, and then he came back like 2 weeks later. He's like, I want to get like my side done. I go, what do you mean by side? It was basically all of it. You know, chest, ribs, stomach, the whole 10 yards. Mm-hmm. So I tattooed him 2 days in a row. And on the second day, he actually was snoring. Just sleeping, just chilling.
What?
Didn't move, didn't say a word, nothing. And I mean, we were doing like long sittings on his whole torso. And when he woke up, I kind of laughed. I go, Darnell, I go, were you just fucking sleeping? And he's like, yeah. I go, how? He's like, oh, hell, my girlfriend bites harder than that. I was like, Jesus Christ, remind me not to meet her. It's Sean E-A-N. Old Darnell, I'll never forget that guy. So now you need to do a Godzilla chest piece. Are you like, I'm never getting a big tattoo again?
No, I just need some time.
I need to reassess my life. Thoughts on Sanderderm? Sanderderm's good stuff if you know what you're doing and you teach your clients how to use it properly. But it's a great product. There's a couple of old biplanes flying around the scene. So they'll make more sense here, possibly even tomorrow when I get into that. I like tattooing to kind of like folky music, simple, easy listening stuff. For these live videos on Facebook, due to Facebook's wonderful policy system, we can no longer have music playing, or Facebook won't allow the video to upload because it affects the rights of the music owner, which I think is bullshit, because I don't know how many times I've seen a video that had music in it, and I went, damn, I like the song in that. I would love to look up that artist. And then I tend to buy that artist's music because I like it. So now they're actually making it to where artists' music will never actually even be heard anymore because no one's allowed to show it. There's my rant about that. Oh, it's just horse shit, man. Like, I want to listen to music. I think these people would like to be listening to music. Probably more than me rambling.
Josh, just sing your own song.
We're the three best friends that anyone can have.
You should probably get a close-up when I'm getting off of my belly.
Just stuck to it. You look like that picture of that dog whose nuts got frozen to the porch.
Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, get him a spatula, some warm water.
Oh.
Charlie.
You're my sister.
You want me to pretend I'm your sister? Oh. You know they made a second one for that?
I don't think I ever saw it.
It only came out on TV.
Was it?
Sure.
And I think it was like a weird station.
Yeah. But it was still David Spade, but...
Was it funny?
I don't know. I only watched a little bit of it.
Real bad? Was Kid Rock in it wearing wife beaters?
Oh man, I think Kid Rock wasn't it?
As long as Kid Rock's in it wearing a wife beater, I'm cool with it.
It was like time traveling.
What?
Yeah.
Joe Dirt time travels?
Yeah.
Dude, really? You're not just fucking with me?
Nope, 100%.
Dang.
Hey. Well played. I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
Home is where you make it.
I like to see homos naked. I don't
Oh,
think much.
Did you see there was a meme that's okay, that's the only thing I'm gonna talk about, this fucking stupid Catch Me Outside girl.
Oh, okay.
There was a meme that goes, we finally found her dad, and it was her rambling because you can't understand a word he says, and it was the old man from Joe Dirt being like, oh man, you want to see homo naked, whatever the hell he's rambling, and it was just so good that they sounded like the same person. I get it, man, you want to see homos naked.
Everybody know that.
What? You really offended somebody, Tyler Martin, because I don't know which one of us you're talking about, but Tyler said one of us sounds like Joe Dirt talking.
Just normal.
Michael Malaki, you have to go. You have to leave the video. You can't stay. You just gotta go, man.
Harambe.
It was a Harambe reference, yeah. God. I will stop tattooing until you leave this video. Bobby Boucher. My mama told me alligators are so angry because I got all those teeth and no toothbrush. Well, your mama was wrong again. Adam Sandler, what happened? You used to be cool.
Yeah, but dude just makes movies with smoking hot chicks now.
Which I can't fault him for.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, there's another one.
He said you sound like Joe Dirt. Do that with your shitty voice.
That's great.
My mama said tattoos are the devil. I do, like, still actually, though. So me, my brother, and a buddy of mine, we went to Glacier National Park up in Montana. And it was one of the last places in the continental United States that there's still glaciers. And we actually bottled water out of one of the glaciers, and I have it in a jar in case I get into a severe football accident. And I need to be revived with glacier water. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
That's the bottle of water I got. Yeah, it's always cold, man.
It's
That
not.
looks like it will poison.
Yeah.
No, that's good glacier water.
Did you get it out of the Yellowstone fucking geyser? Because that's just poison, man.
Somebody goes, this is the gorilla that escaped the zoo and gave Bobby that black eye.
No. Someone dove deep, and that was good.
Oh, I love it. Dorado, I'm using a 13 mag right now. I've been using like a 13 and a 9.
Hey, Sean, you sleep? No.
Coming up next, the Rob Schneider movie starring Rob Schneider, directed by Rob Schneider, playing a carrot. Now, guys, play nice.
Just leave it over there.
Ah, nah. Just a little rambling back and forth, that's all.
Hello, please.
Hi, Julia. Julia Gulia. Jinx. New Matt, if you had to guess what is happening over here, what do you think the answer would be?
What's happening over there?
What is something that is constantly run out of?
Ah. Loud and clear.
He's a dude, dressed as a dude, disguised as another dude. You got like tape stuck hard over here
Tape.
Oh, he's got the goofy
from when I
moves.
taped it on.
Oh yeah. Dude, I hate putting med tape on.
Now, Matt, don't let that roll of paper towels trick you. It's tough to do.
Are you doing one at a time, amateur
You
hour?
not remember how I showed you how to do it? I do.
How did desert animals learn to count? I'm not sure, but I'm excited about where this is going.
How do you not understand how to do that? Well, it's like a repetition thing.
Muscle memory.
Well, you better get good at repetition.
Do you
if you're
speak
trying to
Portuguese?
get
No, I
sense.
do not.
It's kind of like Spanish.
It is.
He tore one piece at a time, and he didn't even charge a dime.
What time is it right now, dude?
I'm waiting for the answer to this joke.
You know what time it is?
Did it come through?
No, it's on you.
Oh, it's gonna be a good answer, man.
Oh, I don't even know what kind of stencil paper we use.
Whatever the friggin' the standard is.
Thermal, it's not called.
Do I speak Australian? Yes. Good day, cunt. That's it.
My dick.
My, my dick. The deck baby.
My neighbor's jealous of my dick.
Oh, yeah. That's New Zealand. Totally different
Oh,
accent.
it's similar.
Don't tell a New Zealander and an Australian that they sound the same. It's two different accents. Portuguese is French and Spanish mixed. Well, Peter, I can't speak French or Spanish.
I don't know, Lloyd. French are assholes.
That one wasn't appropriate.
Nice joke.
No, it wasn't even the joke. I don't even. It might not even been a joke.
We got the answer to,
No, he never answered the joke.
what was it? What was the...
How do animals learn how to count in the desert? Thanks, Paw. New Matt, if you're going to die tomorrow and you could tell one joke on your deathbed, what would it be?
Oh, I don't have my jokes on death.
Oh, dead. Dead.
Oh,
not
you just
funny
wasted
dead.
your life, bro.
Idiot.
Someday I'll have an answer to that.
Someday.
I'm trying to think of a good one. Mine are all, it's the same four I've told 100 times. That still make me laugh really hard.
Why didn't Archer shoot his bow? He didn't have any arrow.
Why didn't the Mexican archer shoot his bow? 'Cause he didn't have an arrow.
I feel like there was something. He didn't have any arrows.
Sean, what do you call a herd of masturbating cows?
I don't know.
Beef stroganoff? Get it?
His reaction.
That's a classic.
What was that dude's name? Tyler?
Yeah, he just doesn't want to answer his joke, apparently.
Maybe he was asking you a question and you didn't have the answer.
I-
It wasn't a joke.
I am not well educated in how animals learn to count in the desert. And that sucks, because I like to think that I know a lot of stuff.
Hey, new Matt. Grasshopper goes in the bar and sits down. The bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." Grasshopper looks at the bartender and says, "Why the hell do you have a drink named Larry?"
he loves it.
So dumb. Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Why's that?
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be a bagel.
I gotta go. I gotta get out of
Oh
here.
man, we're gonna be losing followers by the minute.
We're actually gaining.
Oh,
Sad part.
cool. What do you call cows with tired legs? I don't know. Tyler, you gotta stop with jokes because you're not answering them. You're leaving us hanging over here, man.
We need a punchline.
You hear about the kid that got caught shoplifting on top of the shoulders of two vampires?
No.
Yeah, he got arrested on 2 accounts.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What do you call a nosy pepper? I know that one. And it's not what you call a nosy pepper. It's what did the nosy pepper do? He got jalapeno business.
when it's past your eyes.
Oh God, that's a bad one. How did I become a tattoo artist? I've been tattooing since I was like 16, and just been really like just working hard to get better every day.
Did you hear about the one about the huge wall? Dude, it's so funny. I'm still trying to get over it.
So bad. I gotta go. I can't be here.
What do you call stolen cheese? I don't know.
Nacho cheese.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
There's a.
What was the one? I saw a magician driving down the highway. He turned into a parkway. Something stupid like that.
Turned into a new
He's actually sitting great, guys. He's doing amazing.
He just looks
Like,
like he's
stop
moving because
laughing.
he's laughing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really having.
How do you cook
seizures.
toast in the jungle? I'm very curious about that. Under gorilla? Ah, I like that.
gorilla. Businessman's walking down the street and he sees a hippie snapping his fingers. And the businessman's watching him for a while and he goes up to him and says, "Why the hell do you keep snapping your fingers?" And the hippie says, "Keeping away the purple elephants." This man looks around and says, "I don't see any purple elephants." The hippie says, "Works, don't it?"
What? I kind of.
Yeah, I wasn't even listening. It was too long. Corley, New York. We're an hour south of Syracuse.
I got it.
What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a unicycle?
I don't know.
A tire.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh, that's super good. Hold on. What's the difference between... Hold on. A dirty bus stop and a crab with breast implants. One's a crusty bus station and the other's a busty crust station. So dumb.
Oh my god.
Oh, it makes me laugh though. How many years of tattooing? I've been tattooing about 15 years now. We gotta stop with the bad jokes. We gotta get back to being serious. Although we have gained a bunch of followers. My studio is called Ascend Gallery. ASCEND.
Hopefully you can see it on the paper right there.
Yeah, the information's all right over here, guys. Yeah, and we go, no jokes, we go silent.
I held that door open for a clown. It was a nice gesture.
Are you reading these? How are you guys all doing tonight? We're going a little stir crazy here, so feel free to talk to us and keep us company. What do you say when you get a bad tattoo? I don't know, Tyler. No regrets? That's not a joke, that's a statement. Nah, Poff, this is a tenna. What's your lead time for appointments? It all kind of depends. I normally start at like 10 or 11 in the morning. Ooh, no. What do you got?
Making a list of reasons I should move to Switzerland. Start, the flag's a big plus.
Yeah, I've heard that one. That makes me laugh pretty hard. You need to have a little geography knowledge there for that.
I don't. Didn't get it.
Their flag literally is a white square with a giant red plus sign in it.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Is it red with white? Oh, okay.
There's a father whale and a baby whale swimming next to each other, and the baby whale says, "Dad, where did I come from?" He said, "Well, son, you came from my penis." And he said, "Oh, thanks, Dad." He said, "Sure, son, you're welcome."
Oh, it's a classic.
I gotta get out of here.
Any like booking questions and things like that, guys, feel free to email. It's just easier that way. I think over the course of 2 days, we're on about a 16-hour point or so. Would you ever tattoo Wonder Woman? I would love to, but I believe she's fictional.
God.
Sing.
Jesus.
Could you even penetrate her skin? Yeah, you're thinking what I'm thinking, huh, Chris?
Yeah, no.
I burp from the bottom.
Well, the lady who played Wonder Woman was pretty hot in Batman vs Superman.
Yo, yeah. Hey, Matt, you want to pour me out some white? What's the process when it comes to design if you're bad at drawing, but you want a tattoo? You find an artist that does work that you like, and you get them to design it for you. Be good, Paul. Peace out, ladies, he goes.
Oh, what a guy.
You want to give me another rinse cup too, real fast? Sure. Are they none over there?
Yeah.
Holy cow. At Ron Thompson, that's a question for your doctor. Is it alright to get tattooed on blood thinners? I mean, it really depends on the severity of like the blood thinners and stuff. Zach Dunn. Zach Dom. The biggest thing I can tell you guys for like long sessions is like when I work like this, I do it very sectionally. I get pretty much in, I do all the detail, and I walk across. That way I'm not jumping and bouncing all over the place. And it really allows my clients to sit much, much, much better. What do we get?
Why does Santa Claus have a big sack? Because he only comes once a year.
Whoa.
Oh,
Jeebers. If it's bleeding too much, they'll just keep pushing things out.
You know what I'm saying? It's for the kids, right? Come on.
This is for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Tyler Merton says I need to show my legs like that girl. What is that?
No one knows what that means. Did you just snort?
Dude, yeah, you're like getting congested. It wasn't a laughing snort, it was like a...
Just like I'm dying.
Fucking snort.
Yeah. Well, that went down wrong too.
Woo. We're good. What about the other Ink Mag video? Oh no, he might be talking about Joe, whatever, is doing a live one too. Well, he's got probably a cute half-naked girl, and I got a dude getting a big badass tattoo. Actually, I don't know what he's getting done over there, so. You know, everybody wants to see a cute girl. I've just Sitting here with old Sean. How much paint are you in, 1 to 10?
Me right now, like right this second.
Maybe like as an overall. How's it been? What,
What's
7?
What's 10? Like
10's like get the fuck off of me.
like a 6 maybe.
6? That's not bad.
Yeah, 6.
I
or
feel good
7.
about that.
I'm more just like getting like stir crazy from this fucking lane here. Like my chest is more sore than my back, I think.
Sean, you the real MVP.
Yep. Okay. Most valuable primate. I don't know why my left side feels so much better than my right side.
You almost always let one side hurt worse than the other.
I don't know what the...
I don't really use any numbing creams at all, guys. No.
Dude, we got shit.
Yo, fuck yeah. We've covered some ground today, bud.
A lot.
Cheating there. Salad?
Local lad.
It's really hard to, like, give you guys an answer for, like, what the hardest tattoo I've ever done was and questions like that. Like, there's no real answer. Oh, is it all in one sitting? No, today's the second day in a row.
Calling with a C.
How hard is this tattoo on a scale of 1 to 100? It's really not that hard. I mean, everything in it's relatively, you know, pretty simple, straightforward stuff. I might play around out here for a minute or two. How's this area?
I'll let you know. I'm getting fucking rope.
Huh?
I'm getting ready to...
I mean, we can call it here real soon.
Whenever you're ready.
Let me just knock in just a little bit over there.
Standpoint, just
boredom and.
I just got to get up or unless you want to take like a couple minute break and then.
I mean, I don't know. It's getting towards 7:30, man. It's been a fucking 9 hours of tattooing. And if we're gonna work tomorrow, there's no point in us hitting your fucking threshold today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me just knock in just a little bit over here.
All right.
Just kind of structure some stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're actually about 17 hours in total.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? It might be beer 30.
Yeah.
All right, drop it on down. Will you be live tomorrow night? I'm not sure. Probably not. If you guys want to see the finished piece and what we get to, make sure that you go follow my Instagram page, Josh Payne Tattoo, and I will be posting it up tomorrow.
Okay, like this?
Yeah, you're fine. Is that a whatever area or a no-go area?
No, it's good. It actually feels fine. I can hammer it away.
Hey, thank you guys. I'm glad you guys are all hanging out and watching too, man. It's awesome. I think it helps make it go a little bit easier for Sean and stuff like that too. I am from Cortland, New York. Some of my information's up here in the corner, guys. It might be hard to see, but you can probably screenshot it and blow it up a little bit. I don't discuss pricing. I go live once in a while on my page, things like that. And Cortland, New York, man, it's like pretty much dead center of New York State. Like an hour south of Syracuse. 40 minutes from Syracuse and about a half hour from Ithaca. Matt, you want to top my black off like halfway? Thank you, Pam. Maybe we should get back to jokes. Those are more fun. The other thing at the top is a part of a big airplane that's like swooping in front of him. It's just from the angle I got the camera, it's hard to see. Well, you're real bad at that concept of half. Don't you raise your voice.
Hey, you optimistic bastard.
I've been tattooing him. Been tattooing about 14 years. Yeah, if you give me 1 second, I'll get one of my guys to like rearrange the camera and maybe give you guys a little swoop around view for a minute. So ever come to New York City for the conventions? No, but if you're in New York City, I'm only like 3 hours away from you. You want to hop in there, Tim? And maybe like navigate that video feed a little bit. We really actually just pull the camera right off of there. Hey guys, we're gonna give you a good walk around. I'll actually do it. Okay. You just want to pull the camera off. I'll give you a good view of everything we got done, and then I'm gonna end up cutting the live video, and I'm gonna finish up with my buddy Sean here, and then I think we're gonna go get a beer here in a minute. So if you want to hang out just for 2 seconds, I'll get you a real nice view of all the work we got done. Because then I can let you stand up for a minute. Just unplug it. So yeah, there's like a better view. You want to put your arms right down to your side? So yeah, pretty good view here. There's part of the plane I still got to get finished up.
Let Rita see your face, dude.
No, there's no cover up. See, that gives you guys a pretty good view of everything that's happening here. So again, thank y'all for hanging out. It's been super fun, and we're going to call it a day, guys.